Lord.
Huh.
PLAYBACK music.
The minute I wake up, I gotta get it. The homies, we found us a way to get by. Let's call us some bitches and have a good time. Lot of bottles of vodka as we forget time. Let's clean up the Chevy so we can ride by. Quick piece of call it a drive.
You know how we gonna do, baby? We said what we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Live and on the record, yeah.
As an all-star, I made so many highlights.
Shout out to my boy, What's up, brother?
Another day, another wave. We in it. Happy Easter to all. Nice Sunday. All control.
Does that mean a player all right? Smoking like a Taylor, so the paper's all white. Time to land a plane, baby, are you really game?
Gonna play the exclusives only here.
And Wiz got the
Hold on. While y'all stay low, try to tell me about the smell I know. My eyes stay red from all that smoke. No, it's with me everywhere I go. And y'all can't roll.
I can. Said he said, what's up, brother?
Good, man. Feeling great. You know, the football side, guys. It feels good to be back with you guys for another week. This podcast thing.
She asked the name of my sneakers, how they designed.
Hey.
Shorty Green is even the grind.
Man, another episode, another day, another dollar, baby. Live and on the record, DJ Intense is here, man. I told you guys, we're going to play gems during the show every episode until all the gems run out of just tracks that you can't find anywhere.
Yep. Yeah, very much.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my motto. That's what I live by. You know
Bring that heat, man.
Bring that little mixtape elements to the show. Anyways, another week, another day, another dollar.
Yeah, man.
I'm DJ Intense, the host with the most. I did my introduction with the two here. Let's get right into it, right? Shall we?
Let's go. Let's go.
So, he said there was an incident happened in Brooklyn recently, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to start off with the hard stuff. Let's go.
All right, guys. So you already know what it is. Unfortunately, another shooting happened in America. Typical day in America. Somebody's getting gunned down.
They actually had one, and I heard last night there was two.
Yeah.
Over the weekend.
There's one in Boston.
Yeah.
And I think there was another one in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And there was one in Sacramento.
Yes.
So it's like three, man. Like, listen, dude, it was only April. And, I'm going to pull up the statistics real quick. I was saying before, right now, this is another day in America because according to the Gun Violence Archive, as of 2022, April 17th, total number of gun violence deaths in America has amounted to 12,518.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild. 12,518 deaths?
So far, in all causes. And here's the breakdown. Here's the breakdown of what category each from.
Please do. Go ahead.
And the number of homicide, murder, unintentional, DGU, that's about 5,456. Suicide, it's going to be 7,062. Total number of injuries, 10,070. Mass shootings were at 139.
I think they said mass shootings considered, I think it's 10 or more, right?
Yeah.
It's a number, or like 8 or more.
Yeah, 8 or more. I mean, about 10 or over like a dozen, I'm guessing. But right now we're at 139 mass shootings right now, and mass murders, we're at 5. Number of children killed in America, age 0 to 11, 88, injured 201. Number of teens killed in America, 371, injured 912. Officers involved getting killed so far is 20. Officers killed or injured, right now injured is going to be 121. Officers involved incident, 428. Subject or suspect killed or injured, 265. Defensive use, 313. Unintentional shooting, 421. Murder, suicide incidents, 188. Wow. And that's according to the Gun Violence Archive. It's a actual website.
Yeah, shout out to the Gun Violence Archive. They are actually a website, like you said.
And that breaks down gun violence in America since, I guess...
It's a .org, too.
Yeah.
Because it's funny that you said about the gun violence. I believe it's the NRA. They're in cahoots with the CDC of not producing gun violence numbers.
Because they blocked them.
Yes. So to actually pinpoint the gun violence deaths is actually hard. So with gunviolence.org, the archive of gun violence, their trick, it's not like 100%, but it's like almost like 95% accurate with that and higher.
Yep. And it's just because there's a small organization who have less members than the entirety of Planet Fitness, controls what goes on involving guns in America, and it blew my mind because if you look at them as an organization, they shouldn't have this much pull.
No, they shouldn't.
Multiple investigations with fraud and everything, and yet they're still around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it blows my mind. Like they should be shut down. Honestly, they should be shut down, but they're still alive somehow, some way. And it's just pissing me off because of them, we can't even have a proper way of regulating ownership of guns and make sure people are properly trained.
Especially in the United States.
Especially in the United States. Like, listen, we shouldn't have so many gun deaths, and the ideology of the good gun person with a cop, the good person with a gun, I mean, it really is.
Because it's based upon their perception.
Exactly.
Not fact. And then what sucks even more now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in Georgia and in Texas, in Georgia, you don't have a license to conceal. You don't need a permit.
No, you can buy a gun outright from like Walmart, and there you go, you're good to go.
The thing about training and guns, whether it be civilians or whether it be law enforcement, is there's inconsistencies in both predicaments, and also you also got to figure a fact that it's not just what dictates the training is the philosophy.
Yeah.
You know, so when you have these like sort of loose or lack of restrictions on gun policies, whether like, you know, we're talking about like whether we're talking about, say, like open places like, say, a Montana or Nebraska, or even parts of, you know, further up, you know, going into Orange County, it's the inconsistency.
Yeah, West New York,
you know, that's the problem. You know, from the training in the law enforcement to the gun carriers as civilians.
My thing is this right now, unfortunately, in this country, it's just this whole about the whole Second Amendment. It's my right, it's my right. Listen, the same way I believe some people should not conceive and have children because they're intellectually capable of understanding the reality of having a child and what it evolves.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way people shouldn't have a car, be able to understand the responsibility of having a car, because there's more car accident related deaths than there are airplane deaths in the world in general. And I feel the same way with gun ownership. I think some people should not own gun because if you see how they act on a regular basis, it's like, yo, how the hell you even own a gun? Let alone get a gun permit and license. Like, you should not own a gun. You're not mentally fit to own a gun. And I feel like, honestly, the same way you have car insurance have a car in America, you have car insurance in most parts of America. I think we need to do
all over America.
Now, some parts you don't have to, right? Is there some parts?
No.
So it's all around. So
all around, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry for misinformation. So as much as you need car insurance to own a car in America, I feel it's the same way when it comes to guns. It should be the case.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the NRA is blocking that from happening. And thus, nothing good will ever come until the NRA gets shut. Yeah, I see my language, but yeah, that's the truth. They're blocking so much things that could have made gun ownership so much better uniform and better regulated, but they won't do it because you have people in their pockets. You have people who are ignorant, say, "Oh, it's my guns. Yeah, you can't take away my guns." Have the government ever taken anybody's guns?
No.
I think it's funny how you bring up those examples, car examples. I think in terms of gun ownership, if you want to really control it, you treat it like as if you was taking a CDL, or they treat it that way. But also what I mean by that, you know, once you become a driver and you own your car, you got to do things like inspection, right?
Yeah.
You got you know. So I think there should be like mandated, like, you know, tests every year to see
every 2 years.
Every 2 years to see, like, you know, to inspect your gun, your knowledge of your gun,
disassemble and reassemble it.
Yep, all the time.
I think in Japan they do that.
They do that.
And the bullets should be expensive.
I think you get insurance as hell too. You get insurance. It's very expensive.
Make it hard for you to get a gun.
Very expensive.
And then once you own it, they check on you to make sure your well-being is in order.
And that's the way it should be, honestly.
Because like in America right now, our major issue is, like you said, the loose policy when it comes to guns.
And here's the thing.
And with the ghost guns thing too as well.
Yeah, the 3D printer guns. Yeah.
With the 3D printer guns going untraceable with no serials. You can buy ghost guns kits online, which basically they come as parts, and if I ship it to your house, I can assemble it.
Yeah, exactly.
and it has no serial number on it.
It's no different than that. You remember U.S. Marshals at the beginning on the airplane?
Yeah.
Where he had like the gun in the form of like the toilet placeholder. The paper towel, the paper toilet placeholder.
So
yeah, it's very sneaky.
Very, very sneaky.
So, and people realize that when these laws go into effect, there's an uptick in gun violence, period. Like, it doesn't help the situation. It makes things, actually things even worse, especially for law enforcement. And here's the thing. Those laws don't really cover everybody in general because it's mainly towards white people and mainly black. But not because I can guarantee you, because look what happened. That type of law would not help out a Philando Castile.
I'd make the bullets expensive according to class, and I would even tax higher if you're in a higher class.
I think for me personally, I think there should be more training, and as you said,
insurance,
and there should be you should have a license to own a firearm.
There should be accountability across the board.
Exactly.
Also to even further, double down on the point. There should be also questions are asked you in various scenarios, whether it be first degree manslaughter. What do you do in this situation and all those things?
Training.
Yeah, exactly.
Thorough right to the T. There's no rock that hasn't been turned. Like, this got to be airtight.
Big facts.
And what the reason why we brought up the whole gun thing because of Brooklyn. When did an incident happen in Brooklyn?
A mass shooting in a subway.
Yeah, well, not really. It's not a mass shooting,
but it's
because no one died.
Yeah, sorry.
So it was a shooting.
Yeah,
but
well, it's a mass shooting, but not a mass murder.
Not a mass murder. That happened. I think it was Thursday. Did it happen Thursday of last week?
Give me one second. Tuesday, April 12th.
Yeah, so that's Tuesday.
Yep.
Was that wow? Yeah. So Tuesday, there was a shooting in Brooklyn. A man opened fire.
Yep.
On a subway cart,
releasing smoke bombs.
And released smoke bombs too.
The name of the shooter is
Frank
James.
Yeah.
Frank James, I think 65 years old.
Black dude.
And the dude was pretty much loose cannon, if you will, because you've seen his YouTube channel before he got shut down, or his Facebook post before he got shut down. The dude was a few beer cans away from a 12-pack. If you know what I mean. The guy is he's angry at the world, angry at black people, and dude just wanted, he's on that time that Nazi time. They had to think about that eighth letter, the 888, all that shit. I was like, yo, what the hell's going on?
He was really talking some craziness.
Oh yeah, he was.
And if you watch the podcast he was following and the show he was following, it's like, oh my gosh.
I'm guessing they're all conservative.
No,
all for
he was fresh and fit. Kevin Samuels.
Are you serious?
So that's a few. There was two that was on there.
Wow.
And plenty others too.
I'm surprised.
I just want to say a big shout out to my best friend Dimitri, because when I was working that day, and the reason I remember everything that transpired is because I was really busy working, and then he called me, and then I eventually, when I had time, I ran the call back. And what was happening was, when he told me what was going on, I thought about my dad, because he was heading to the city and Brooklyn. 2, I have mad family out there. I know you have family out there.
So do I.
So that's that's a scary predicament.
Yeah.
And then after I was done speaking to him, I just called my dad to see where he was at, because he was just making rounds to go to Brooklyn and somewhere else afterwards. So
all right.
That situation. I mean, granted, he was in a car, but you just never know. There's a lot happening.
Exactly.
And stuff like that. And my thing is it's scary. It's really scary times. And I remember as I was talking to him, I was just like, I'm not sure if this time is scarier than the past. I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s, or is the scariest point right now?
I think,
honestly, I don't think it's the scariest moment yet, because if you've been around the early 90s New York era, that was way worse.
Yeah.
Way
I think
worse.
What for now, what makes things scary now is that the fact that these cops and these officers are trained for these things.
Yeah.
And they weren't ready.
And they dropped the ball on essence for this one.
Oh, have we mentioned the fact that the cameras in the station weren't working?
Yeah.
And the only way you got footage is through people's camera phones?
Yes.
And my thing about the way New York City's constructed, and it just reinforces why the gun laws are strict, as they should be. But my thing is,
no, you can't carry a gun on an island, period.
No.
You need people to know people to know people to know people
to
absolutely
carry in New York City.
Absolutely. But between New York City's finest in the military everywhere. That's the unity that needs to happen. You know, you could set it up where like we still have people enforcing the law through their outfits, through their badge and stuff like that, and then we could have like, you know, ex-vets who are still with it dressed as civilians. To be honest,
undercovers.
You know, but my thing is like, it's for whatever reason it's not working.
No, well, this is an isolated incident with this one right here, because this is like, if you think about all the cars that travel through the subways, it's a lot of trains.
True.
You can't have an officer in every single car.
Exactly.
True.
It's impossible.
No,
but they are monitoring the train stations.
Yeah.
So this is a one-off incident for me per se, and I'm gonna back the cops. Like, you can't patrol everything.
No, you're absolutely right. That's why, you know, I understand what you're saying about undercover vets, but think about it, ex-military vets.
Yeah, I hear you, but how many ex-military vets are you gonna hire and have them on the train every day? That's impossible.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an every. I mean, well, it could be an everyday thing, but you could do it in rotation. Plus, a lot of these guys are homeless anyways.
Well, okay.
So my thing is like, if they still have their sanity intact and their training intact, they're able to point out and identify things that are not right.
Exactly.
Things undercover cops may not see.
Okay.
To be honest
Exactly.
with you.
I agree with 100% of
That one, I can see, but still, like, my whole thing is the manpower to get that and the budget vote and those things of that nature is not going to happen.
Homie, here's the thing. We were one of the highest tax states in the country, if not the highest.
And then New York City, along with their taxes for cities.
You get paid for city and state.
State tax, yeah.
So here's the thing. We have the money. We start spending money on the slope and actually get this thing rolling, because there's no excuse for it. Like, we're the financial center of the world.
Yes.
We dealt with a lot of this in the past, and we should be more than capable of being prepared. We have, in Times Square alone, there's a camera every freaking block.
Yeah, that's in Times Square. I think this incident happened in downtown Brooklyn.
And there's a problem, but it should be unilateral. The whole situation should be
no, bro, it's too much. It costs too much.
But here's the thing, though.
Happen with that.
Here's to Teddy's point. The taxes are high, and people are complaining. You know why? Because you're not justifying them.
Yeah, the roads are still. The schedule.
But that's a separate incident of comparing.
Hear me out.
What he's saying right now is separate from what you said before. If you want to complain about the taxes and all that stuff, that's something separate.
But here's the thing, though. But it brings into this whole conversation full circle in a way, because it's like, for all I'm spending on taxes to fund the police and to fund security, all that stuff, then why are you not better aligned to be able to be prepared for situations like this?
And you got to talk to your politicians, man.
You know, no, he's right. He's right. It does start at the local level, to be honest with you. But I will say this. My thing is, like, you know, if you're putting high taxes, right? Mm-hmm. People are only complaining when they don't see what the end product is.
Like we're paying at the ass for the Port Authority.
So like, if you're raising up the gas prices to fund a war that most people don't endorse and stuff like that, versus
gas prices don't involve with the politicians.
It's a global market.
It's a global market.
It is a global market, but it affects us directly, doesn't it?
Consumer, yes.
Just like taxes affect us.
We don't oversight that.
Unfortunately, the government does not have no oversight over the gas.
And not only that though. Okay, fair.
Or U.S. oil companies.
Yes. But if my taxes are going to be high, and we got nothing but shootings, messed up roads, kids probably dropping out of school or failing in the abundance, you know.
Parks,
you got to justify
in the crap. Yeah. Like one time, they had the freaking cops going after this one dude, Hawk Newsom. We had a fitness program in the park, his old gym equipment, all his stuff. The cops went to harass him and took his old gym equipment with him. He spent the time with the kids to make sure they don't do some dumb stuff on the street.
See, that's stupid.
And you're pretty much blocking him from to make your jobs a lot easier.
And you know what he just did there? I was like, okay, if this is how we can get treated while this guy's trying to keep us off the streets, okay, all right. You see what we see? You see that?
Like, but I think
it's funny, mommy, when you said what you just said just now.
Yeah.
Because years ago, at the board meeting, they wanted to cut the marching band, and I said, and a lot of after school sports at the board meeting for East Franco.
Yeah. And
I told them. I went up there and said my sentence. I said, you're going to make kids become a pain in your butt.
Yep.
If these kids don't have after school programs to go to.
Exactly.
And what happened? I remember, I think it was 2019 or 2020.
Yeah, like a couple of shootings in Spring Valley.
Yes. with the happened in broad daylight.
Yep, and I heard like a whole fleet of cops.
Yeah,
rocking AR-15s. We're looking for this dude.
And then they had the incident up top with that young boy that came up here and got shot.
Yep.
So I'm like,
here we are.
Here we are. Don't complain now. You cut after school funding.
You chose to do this, and now here comes the consequences.
Here comes the consequences. Because you got to get people some things to do.
Keep the mind from being idle. For doing some crazy
ish.
Exactly.
It would just be better. It would just be better if they said, "Listen, you guys, we're not really about the kids, so we can just weed you up out of those positions." To be honest with you,
exactly.
But that's what, and this is the thing now what I'm liking, because now I have there's some of my peers who are officers and lawyers and working in these offices, and they're making the change.
Yeah, finally.
And I'm like, I'm for all that.
Yeah.
So, but back to the Brooklyn
pretty
shooting.
much.
He got caught.
It was on one of the cars full of 39 people.
Yeah.
And the guy dropped a smoke grenade, had a handgun, pulled it out, and started shooting. In the car.
And the thing about it, thank God he didn't kill anybody.
Nah, it was no kids.
No kids. I think it was 12 injured.
Yeah, 12. No, it's more than that. According to
12
this,
injured, 29 directly injured. It was 12 shot.
Yeah.
29 injured because of the smoke and the chaos and et cetera, et cetera.
Pretty much.
And I did phone my sister to make sure she was okay. She said, I'm at work. I was like, good. Thank God. I said, why? And I told her the reason why. I'm like, there was a shooting that happened in Central Park, Brooklyn, in the train. And I don't know. I think she takes
the 36
the numbers
station, yeah.
Or she might take a little train to get to work where she's at. She can play either or. Yeah. And man, but he did get apprehended, the guy.
Well, because he pretty much dimed himself out.
Well, no, somebody saw him.
Yeah, he'll beat the dude. What's his name? Alex.
Yeah, he saw him.
Had the video. Yeah, he saw him, and then he got him.
He called the cops, and they got him.
Dude was at Katz's Deli, supposedly, eating a sandwich.
Really?
Dude dimed himself out. He's on a tour. Like, he's eating food at Katz's Deli. And the guy was working there. He was like on his break, I guess. Or...
So he got caught at Katz's Deli?
Yes.
Wow. If you guys don't know what Katz's Deli is, a world famous deli in New York.
An institution in New York.
It is. It's open late night, and
never been there.
You've never been to Katz's?
I've never been either.
You've never been to Katz's neither? Neither of you two?
No, I never have. But we got to go one of these days.
Are you serious?
No,
that's a heart attack.
No, I wanted to go, but I think I know exactly which Dell you guys are talking. You're talking about.
There's
I'm sure it's been clipped in movies enough for me to.
Yeah,
when Harry Met Sally, Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm, name a few.
I've never been to it.
I always wanted to go,
Yeah.
but I always wanted to go, but it's too busy.
Yep. No, it is big, but we're gonna go.
All right, sure.
Because they're basically a deli, and they make their own like sliced meats. Oh my god, dude!
I always want to try their Reuben. Always wanted to try the Reuben.
Oh, dude, you love it.
But you know the more alarming part about the situation is.
Go ahead.
Let's go back. Sorry.
When this situation happened, he wasn't masked or anything like that, right?
No, he was.
He was. We were out fluorescent like safety vest.
He had a safety vest on
and a gas mask and a helmet.
And a helmet.
Okay.
So you got the whole get up.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. You saw the video of him going through the turnstile, and that's before he went on the train and before he did what he did.
You know the level of narcissism you gotta have to commit that level of crime, knowing there are cameras at every turn, and just for it all to end for you at a deli.
The fact that he wasn't shot down was a miracle in itself.
Yeah, that's true. But they apprehended him. He's in here with federal charges. I guarantee.
He's getting life.
He's getting fed charges.
You know, he tried to say to Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, this is your end result of cutting mental health programs. That's what he said.
Stop it.
But you know what it is? I kind of have to agree.
You're gonna but stop it. Don't put that on him.
But
you came out.
It's not him. It's not him.
Yeah. Don't put that as your excuse.
It's not him. I can't blame
no, I'm not blaming Adam for that. No,
I can't blame him for what's going on with the police.
I don't think he's excusing his actions. He's excusing the overall grand scheme of of the cuts.
If we keep it 100, the mental health cuts have been ridiculous. You know why there's an uptick in homelessness in New York City? Because of the mental health cuts. So those homeless people should be housed in mental state hospitals. But unfortunately, the budget cut so dramatically that they don't have enough beds, let alone funding to keep those patients in their hospitals, and here we are. You're talking to a guy who works at a mental hospital, so I can tell you firsthand.
I can tell.
That's factual as hell, and it's just sad. It really is. But this has been going on for God knows how long. Ever since Governor Reagan was running California, where he made dramatic cuts to the mental health program in California. Now everybody's starting to follow the same playbook, and here we are.
It's terrible.
I'm telling you guys, listen, everybody that listens to who are in America, I'm telling you, we need to start investing into mental health programs because mental health is a health issue, plain and simple.
Absolutely.
And unless we solve these problems, things like what happened with Frank James will continue to happen again and again and again. Like, let's keep it 100. Like I said, I just give you the numbers already. 12,000 plus deaths in guns in America, and we're only in April.
Listen, you're absolutely right. And my thing is, it's not just the investment in terms of like the financing. It's also investing in like the signs. Like we're seeing people that are not investing in the signs. You see something, and the few that speak up are disregarded by the many that few told.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, here's a school shooting. Oh, X amount of people died. Oh, this one is critically wounded.
Yeah.
That's more important than the money. We need to invest in the sign.
Prevention. Yeah. But that's when it comes to education and formal training and et cetera, et cetera. But I think we're on the right track.
But again, you're talking about the internet, which we see a lot of nuts with their own soapbox and get more and more prevalent.
And get more play than regular people.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
All I think about is like the kid from Michigan that shot up that school, and luckily his classmates was aware of what type of time he was on, and and they made the right move, and and they survived. My whole thing is like the kid overall didn't have a chance. He had two losers as a parents, to be honest with you.
Oh man.
Which goes back to what you're saying. Yeah. Not everybody should reproduce.
Yeah.
Yep. And I say that again. Listen, if y'all can't be responsible parents, do the world a favor and don't reproduce. Or if you have a kid, and I hate to say this option, but it may be a better option than having these two sucker-ass parents, give them up for adoption.
Seriously.
Because look how much of a shit job these parents did. And look what happened. They tried to bail whole ass out of the country to avoid punishment. No, this is your L. You created this monster. Own up to it. Mm-hmm. You're Frankenstein. Your monster killed this little girl, drown her, accept the responsibility, and take this angry mob coming at your ass.
They should do the same amount of time for as their son, if not more.
Well, I believe they are going to get sentencing for negligence.
We got to follow up on that story. Oh, speaking of which, we have another story as well. Another case that just solved out as well.
So I got a quick story.
Go ahead.
And then we get to your case. We're on break.
All right, no problem.
So this happened in March, this story right here. And I didn't know that about the story until I read about it. So Google is being sued. And it will be sued by a former employee that alleges the company engages in systematic bias against black employees.
Not surprised.
And maintains a corporate culture towards white males.
Not surprised.
The woman's name is April Curley. She filed a lawsuit in San Jose, California in a federal court. She states in the lawsuit that black employees are employed toward lower level tier jobs, paying them lesser wages, declining them opportunities for advancement, and also states that Google maintains a racially biased corporate culture.
Of course.
Google also subjects black employees to hostile work environments, forcing them to be questioned by securities at their offices, even though they may work there and been there too plenty times. Blacks at Google only make up 44% of the workforce, but only have 3% of leadership in the technology sector.
Not surprised.
Curley was hired in 2014 to work for Google through an outreach program for HSBCU. If you guys know what that means, Historically Black College University.
Yeah.
She felt that was a sham and called it a marketing play, and it was often stereotyped as an angry black woman, and her work was disparaged by her supervisors before. She was fired in 2020 after her and coworkers put a list of changes they wanted to see at the company. Currently, we represented by Ben Crump.
Oh, you're going to get that money.
Yeah, he's going to keep shit.
Oh, we're going to get that money.
And if you guys know who Ben Crump is, a civil rights attorney that represented the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery.
And had all victories in those cases.
Yes, she did.
Yep.
Curley is seeking compensation back, punitive damages, and loss for wages for current and for former black Google employees. So this actually is a open case, open lawsuit. Something what like Brian Flores did.
Yeah.
So
anybody that worked there before and after
justly fired or
can join her lawsuit as well.
they're gonna nip this in the bud quick.
we're gonna get this money.
Oh, they're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to nip this.
And she actually wants restoration of black employees of the rightful positions and seniority.
Yep.
In 2021, the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing was investigating the way Google treats black women workers that work there.
But then, you know what? That God bless that organization, because here's the thing: a lot of these companies been playing quick and loose with their situations because of people of color, especially black women in general, and just downplaying the virus to the point they either gonna leave or just get fired outright.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, and I've been quoted saying this multiple times prior to getting into Google's ass about their show. Yep, I'll say it. My thing is, I've said like Google's arguably, in my opinion, top 5 greatest inventions of all time. Objectivity aside, it might rank somewhere in the top 10. This is not the stain you want. This is not the stain you want in terms of your legacy.
Facts.
In terms of like the people that are gonna come after you and try to expand upon what you guys have done. You guys are gonna nip this in the butt quick, because you're dealing with disgruntled, oppressed people. They know where your skeletons are buried, so y'all gonna figure this out quickly, or else it's gonna be
because
man.
Let Google play around with this right here.
It's be trouble,
and let little Burke, because like I said, this lawsuit of hers, anybody can join on to it.
Yep.
So it's open, and you already had the California Department of Wages and etc. look into you for workplace practices
and have proof
upon this. So, it feels like Pete Carroll talking again.
Yep.
With these, white owners and whatever. You gotta know who you're hiring, and have an open mind about them.
Exactly.
You just can't say, okay, well, we're gonna have this HSBCU program and get them in the door, but then the buck stops there.
Exactly. Like, you don't get brownie points for doing what needs to be done in the first place.
No.
I mean, how many times can one choose not to read the room?
Exactly. Plenty of times. But then that's corporate America in general, because remember, corporate America is a predominantly white controlled,
But they know how to read when things start burning down, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. Because they're always quick to do damage control, but they don't want to do preventative care.
Like, what's going
That's
on?
reality.
We need to talk.
Well, come on, man. We did a Juneteenth banner on our Google name. We like Doris Day. We like all these people here. We're pro black in this company. Yeah, right.
The only time they want to talk is when the bottom line is burning down.
Of course, but that's how it is, man. That's what every company. Listen, man. All these one way, and then they get damage control, get the right PR guy to spin it in a way that it limits the damage, and here we are.
She hired Penn Crump.
Oh no, it's game over.
Do you realize? I think it was in the 90s. Johnnie Cochran was going to have a lawsuit with the NFL, and the NFL buttoned it real quick.
Exactly. But you weren't stupid, because that dude is like the
Cochran.
It's the Beethoven of lawyers.
Remember,
bro, my man got OJ off a bar, man. They don't want
that smoke. If he can do that,
if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Can you imagine what bar he was gonna have for the NFL?
Yeah.
Shoot,
trouble.
And they dropped the person dropped the lawsuit, and the NFL. Whew.
Thank God. Oh Lord. That nigga dead. Cool. We good now.
But now, they started back with the BS. But now with the whole blind Floyd situation happening, and then
additional people joining up
with the firing of John Gruden.
Yep.
And for those, I'm telling you right now.
Oh boy.
The NFL does not want those emails coming out.
If they do, it's a RIZAP.
The NFL and the ownership, they do not want those emails coming out. Because if people get a hold of those emails,
it's a RIZAP. RIZAP for the NFL.
See, there's some things.
You don't have to get hit.
There's
a super duper hit.
And with the Congress, what's going on with Congress, with Washington franchise.
Oh my God. Knowing Dan Snyder, I think he'd be that much of a petty bastard. He probably wouldn't release some of the emails that he has.
Bro.
He'll do it. I think it's going to happen.
I have a story about Dan Snyder.
Mark my words.
No, you're right. But I have a story about Dan Snyder later on today on this podcast, guys. you guys, your jaw's gonna drop.
There's some cold sweats that the NFL ain't trying to wake up to.
Dude, I know.
Tell you that.
Roger
Tell you
Goodell.
that.
Roger Goodell is why he has to like
Yo.
need some stress medication because I know he's feeling some type of way right now.
And the thing is, though, is like,
If I'm Roger Goodell, I'm moving all my savings to some Swiss bank accounts.
no. The
Yeah.
Goodell is,
Yeah.
as a guy that's been reading into sports and et cetera, Goodell's not the problem.
Yeah.
It's the
Ownership.
owners.
Of course.
But the thing is,
But he's the face,
scapegoat.
though.
Yeah, he's a shield.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he's the one that stands in front and takes the blows.
Yeah.
So don't boo him. And when you boo him, no, don't boo him.
I don't boo him at all
Because with the
he's the
NFL,
fall guy.
with the NFL offices and the PA of what they've done to move for minorities and things that they've done, he's on the forefront.
Listen,
Yeah.
man, he's the cowboy going over the hill to let everybody know there's a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, when I have people tell me, oh, Roger Goodell's no, don't be mad at Roger Goodell. Be mad at the owners.
Yeah.
They're his boss.
But,
Yeah.
but my God, this is no different from the Last Dance where Jerry Krause was taking all the bullets.
Yeah.
And that's the only downfall of that documentary. I wish he was alive so we could hear his part.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
To be honest with
yeah,
you.
definitely.
Oh, man.
Definitely.
Because my thing is, yes, he did his job, but he wasn't the final call.
No, and he
That's
has
the
something to
thing.
answer to.
Exactly.
And who was the
Excuse
owner that
me.
he had to answer to, Walt?
Jerry Reinsdorf, that goof.
That goof.
Yep.
Scottie, don't sign it. Don't sign it, Scottie.
Jeez.
God.
But, man.
If I was able to do it. But meanwhile, you drew it up.
Exactly.
Boy.
Yo.
He go, how did it look? I give you a contract. I'm like, you know what? This contract may not be too good for you. You know, it's too bad. Like, don't sign it. Don't sign it. Don't sign it. And meanwhile, I'm poor. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I sign it,
Exactly.
and then you go, oh, too late now.
Tough too.
But as an owner, you can be like, no, let's restructure your deal.
You know what it is? It's like Scottie was Oliver, right? And he was hungry. He's like, I want some more, sir.
More?
And after that, Jerry Reinsdorf looked like,
More?
ain't that much left. And then he says, no more, but there'll be more coming tomorrow. He's like, I want more now. Well, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot more coming tomorrow. Just deal with this hunger for now. Okay, Scottie, I'll give you what's left the rest, but don't ask for tomorrow. That's exactly what it was like.
He's like, well, Scottie knows when you sign a deal, you know, that's it. I paid you.
And as hard as it's to defend Scottie, even at this very point, you know, and I get some of his frustrations. My thing about it is, like, I understand, like, he had some real life circumstances to deal with, but I wish he didn't sign it. I wish he would have swallowed his pride. Like, if he needed the bread, maybe MJ would have loaned it to him. Maybe, maybe,
not like that. But
maybe.
Why should MJ take money out of his pockets? You know, if it was the team.
Listen, I get what you're saying, but I get what you're saying from a mentality standpoint. I hear you, but at the same time, if Scottie genuinely went to Michael, was telling him some real things, and you helped this guy become great, and he held you down for these championships, you don't think Michael couldn't have understood?
Yes, but if I'm Michael, why the F am I'm going to take money out of my pocket to give to you?
Facts.
When if I can go to the ownership and say, listen, restructure this deal, get this guy paid.
But Jerry wasn't even trying to play Michael, though.
And whose fault is that?
You know,
He's right.
he was trying to play Michael. I mean, we know Michael was caking off the court, but that still doesn't negate for him to be severely underpaid.
Yeah.
You know,
severely underpaid at the
You know?
time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
even at his last year, he wasn't trying to give him that $30 million. He was
No.
trying to be a stickler.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous. But yeah, man. Google, do better. And I know you guys are very innovative in the forefront for certain things, but you guys got to do better.
Yeah, I ain't trying to use Bing, Google.
No,
Fix your ish.
please,
Bing.
please.
He's still a thing? Wow.
Yeah, it's still out there. We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back with it. Hey y'all, this is the song of the episode by Flamesy, and it is called Loyal.
Oh yeah, easy again. I've been so searching
desire to look more deeply for the meaning of life. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, a royal majesty. Without you, not catastrophe. You're more than a goat to me. That's why me couple you like man and wife. Beauty and curves are natural. Strike up the pose, not the camera. Win up my heart, you phenomena. You feel me now? You feel me now? Beauty and curves are natural. Strike up the pose, not the camera. Win up my heart, you phenomena. You feel me now? You feel me now? Girl, you dey be me like dream will come true. When you pass my radar, you dey make me loyal. You dey be me like dream will come true. When you pass my radar, you dey make me loyal. Beauty and curves are natural. Strike up the pose, not the camera. Win up my heart, you phenomena. You feel me now? You feel me now? Beauty and curves are natural. Strike up the pose, not the camera. Win up my heart, you phenomena. You feel me now? I've been so certain. One thing for sure, say me know they cruise. Me know they cruise. I'ma know be lie. Cause every time I pray for you, when I wait for the day I go see you, yeah. A royal majesty. Without you, not catastrophe. You're more than a goat to me. That's why me couple you like man and wife. Beauty and curves are natural. Strike up the pose, not the camera. Win up my heart, you phenomena. You feel me now? You feel me now? Beauty and curves are natural. Strike up the pose, not the camera. Win up my heart, you phenomena. You feel me now? You feel me now? Girl, you dey be me like dream will come true. When you pass my radar, you dey make me loyal. You dey be me like dream will come true. When you pass my radar, you dey make me loyal. Girl, you dey be me like dream will come true. When you pass my radar, you dey make me loyal. You dey be me like dream will come true. When you pass my radar, you dey make me loyal.
If I gave you diamonds and pearls,
Hey.
would you be a happy boy or a girl? If I could, I would give you the world. All I can do is just offer you
My love. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know how we doing here, baby. So let's get back to it.
Oh boy.
But you gotta check the notification.
His name.
Oh man.
I'm messing his name up bad.
Oh man.
Sorry, guys.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh, what you say,
Checking
bro?
the app.
Oh,
Dun
boy.
dun.
Oh,
I'm about to get triggered.
You know what?
Oh! Now you messed up.
Since you want to get me there,
Now you messed up.
you know, I said I wasn't gonna cut some clips out, and I said that I was gonna, you know, RIP to Mr. Glyph Creator. But you know, since you want to take it there, GIF. I said GIF, right?
No, the glyph.
It's a GIF.
I heard glyph from your mouth.
GIF.
You said glyph.
Isn't it GIF?
It's GIF.
But you said glyph. We heard you multiple times say glyph.
Oh,
You don't want to say nothing, but we don't say something down.
I gifted you the breaking news.
so as you guys may know, if you're under a rock, the LA Lakers are not in the playoffs this year.
They gone fishing.
They're going fishing. They finished 16 games under 500.
Wait, they didn't make the play-in, right?
Didn't make the play neither. They were one game out.
Sorry.
Try again next year.
Sorry. My Spurs did.
So for this part, I want to just vent.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. Wait, hold on. Let's start with this. Yo, I will say you've been triggered a lot lately.
Yeah, we've
Yes.
your ass all
And it
day.
wasn't just even the Lakers not even in the play-in or playoffs. It was, you know, King
Comments.
Westbrook.
Comments that people said. I'm going to first talk about LeBron James first. LeBron James, you're great. I'm not going to take one season to define you. And I guess, for you, it's about mindset. Because he said in an interview that he did not consider this season a failure. Individually, for you, it wasn't. But as LeBron just talked about us over the years, individual stats mean nothing. It means for the playoffs. So stick by that. But I guess because of the mindset that you have, and I understand it by Think and Grow Rich, you can't bring those negative images into your mindset because it will affect you mentally. But the season was a disaster. Anthony Davis only played 42 games this year, and you were out for about 29, 30 games, roughly. And I get it. You're 37 years old, going on 38. You're in year 19. A team should have asked a 19-year-old vet to do what things he was doing.
No, he can't. They shouldn't be asking him to do the things he was doing at 25, at 30.
At 38.
So, it's not reasonable.
It's not real. And I get it. Because as a player that you're Iron Man. And yes, I just think that you should have said, you know what? It was a bad season, but next year we'll get better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
But in terms of yourself as a player, you're phenomenal. I would never let no one downplay you for that one. I think LeBron's a phenomenal player. Because when he leaves and he's gone, he's gonna be missed.
No, he is gonna be missed. But there are things about him personally I'm not gonna miss. Like, I'm not gonna miss his level of influence in the front office. I'm not gonna miss how he because again, his things about winning now, I completely understand. I get that aspect. But when he leaves, that future is going to look very different for the Lakers.
Yes.
And it's been consistent everywhere he's moved after he left Cleveland the first go around.
Mm-hmm.
Now Cleveland's in a position where they'll be contending.
The future is bright.
Is very, very bright, very, very bright for them. My thing about that is like, yes, we marvel at your genius IQ of the game, the understanding, and you being a savant and all. But at the same time, I just feel like the star power and the influence you bring to an organization, when you tap into it, yes, it has its benefits, and yes, we credit you for getting a lot of your peers paid and stuff like that, which should get noted. But my whole thing is just like, in terms of personnel surrounding you to age gracefully and do less, you sometimes cut your nose to spite your face.
Yes, because he wants to he likes proven players instead of these rookies that are unproven. But at the same time, though, you just can't just keep getting these vets every year and think is going to make things happen down the future. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
That's why I always admire teams like the Patriots. As much as I may hate them, but Belichick always goes out and goes shopping, and he will get rid of a player 1 or 2 years before their prime.
Yeah, and
even 3 years before their prime.
He's consistent about his needs.
He's done that everywhere since being in New England. He always gets younger and rebuilds and coaches players up to their potential.
Absolutely.
That's what I like. I tell teams, like, if you're gonna be a team, be like the Patriots.
Absolutely.
Coach people up, get the next guy waiting in the wing, and when it's time to start, he does well. And when that player leaves, because if people don't understand with New England Patriots, whenever a player has left that team, they're unsuccessful. There's only one who's really kept them on was Tom Brady. But we don't know how long he can play at that level of consistency. And during that whole season, during the COVID year, whatever. But every time a player leaves the squad, they flop. Look at what's the guy? The guy that won the Super Bowl, from a Super Bowl MVP, and went to Seattle, bombed, came back. Every time a New England player coach leaves and goes someplace else, they stink. They fail. Whatever.
Epically fail.
But before you continue,
yes,
for a very long time, they thought Brady was a product of the system. There are people.
If you think about it, yes, because
whether they were neutrals, neutrals or haters, thought Brady was a product of the system.
But think about it, he adapted his system to work in Tampa.
My whole thing is, and I've heard this about Brady. I've also heard this about my guy Tim Duncan. Nobody nobody marvels at a bad system. You need a great system in place.
Yes.
But you also need a great player that epitomizes the system. And also, when the system goes wrong, the great player's individuality could offset those wrongs too.
Also, too, you need players. Like, the one thing you can admire about Brady, you can admire about Tim Duncan was they weren't above reproach. Like, Pop can go up in there and give Duncan a tongue lashing.
Yep.
And players around him like, damn.
Yeah.
If he can do that to him, what he can do to me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even with Brady. They said Belichick would rip a new one every game.
Yeah.
During like tape, like study sessions, like, and if you're a player, that's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
6-time, Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's doing that to him, what the hell are you gonna do about me, who's a 3rd round pick?
Oh, no, to treat you off with the quickness.
Yeah, but so there's a mindset of like, all right, if I can be taken to task by the coach in front of the team, nobody's above reproach.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe.
The subtle difference is, I think, between one of the subtle differences between Popovich and Belichick is that Belichick takes his professionalism to a different type of extreme. Like Pop could still want to get to know you about your culture and try to get to know you as a person.
Father figure.
Yeah.
Because especially when he believes that when it's time for you to go to war for him, you will rise to the occasion. Belichick is consistent about not mixing personal and professional.
Yeah.
He doesn't blur those lines.
He does not blur those lines.
But it would have nice to see. It would have been nice for him to make an exception for Brady. But I understand Brady did tie his hands when he went to Robert Kraft. But at the same time, it because of what transpired afterwards, it made it look like that Robert Kraft called it right.
Well, yeah.
What, 3 straight Super Bowl appearances, 2 out of 3, something like that?
Yeah. But still, Brady, Belichick is the guy that, like, I've been shopping for the groceries for you for well over a decade.
True.
So don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't.
And then when he left, what happened? They had a failing season and they finished, I think this year they finished 10-6.
Mm-hmm.
So let me do my job and don't get in my way.
Fair.
Know what I'm saying?
Fair.
But back to LeBron James.
Yeah.
And like you said with LeBron, about he feels like he's above reproach. And I get it. It's a mindset thing. And if you're that premium player, you deserve to be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? My arrow is not with LeBron or AD. Because AD was hurt. But no, my arrow's with AD too.
No, I know why.
Because you know what AD is? Bruh, you're next to a man that's been at a high level for 19 years. If I'm Anthony Davis, guess what? I'm gonna be like a kid of you. I want you to die. I'm gonna be around you 24/7. I need to know what you eat, how you train, how you recover, and that way, when it comes time for in the season, I'm already in shape and I don't gotta play my way into shape. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So like, you have the guy that like when you get MJ and Scottie, MJ say, "Yo, Scottie, you gonna train under me? We're gonna train with Tim Gover, and we're gonna be ready to go." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My other shots with the Lakers front office. I don't need to hear about Kurt Rambis and his wife influencing the Lakers.
We don't need to hear decisions over at a dinner at
No. We don't need to hear. No, why?
No.
Kurt Rambis, you became a coach, but
you wasn't really good at coaching.
You flopped at that.
Yeah, that wasn't your forte. Not your cup of tea.
You were terrible at it.
Nope.
Why the hell do you have to make coaching decisions on that squad?
And this goes back to like the candidates prior to Frank Vogel. You didn't want to give Ty Lue the amount of years he wanted in his contract.
You didn't want to hire Jason Kidd,
and you wanted to pick his staff instead of giving him autonomy to do what he wanted to do. Continue.
You didn't want to hire Jason Kidd.
Yep.
Because Jason Kidd has past transgressions, i.e. DUI, problems with the wife. But who cares? We're not saints.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Seriously.
You could have got Chauncey Billups, but you didn't want to hire him. So all these candidates you picked, Frank Vogel last gig was working for ESPN.
Wow. Well, let's go back to ESPN now.
Know what I'm saying?
Yep. How did that work out for him?
And if you think about what Frank Vogel had to go through, the man just won a championship 18 months ago. Not even a year and a half. You think about it. This NBA season, this past season has been very rough on players.
Yeah.
So when you see people say LeBron fell off, I said no, it's just father time. And you played 3 seasons in 18 months.
Wow. That's
Hear what I said?
Yes, OD.
You played 3 full basketball seasons in 18 months.
That's over 300 days of basketball.
My thing is, why do you want to recruit me for a coaching job and tie my hands at the same time?
Exactly.
Get out the way. Let whoever comes in, let them do their job.
But they don't want to.
But
Seriously.
no, they want to keep meddling. Last year when Jeannie Buss, before she got there, her brother was there, right? And he was meddling.
Yeah.
And you get him up out of there. Now look at you doing the same nonsense.
Yep.
Come on.
My
You had Magic Johnson basically quit.
Yep. Oh, he want to be the fall guy. Can't blame him.
Magic Johnson quit.
Can't blame him.
And what did he say while he quit? I'm tired of people over there talking behind my back.
That's true.
It's Magic Johnson here.
It was either you don't quit and eventually smack Rob Pelinka.
Yeah. Or it could have been Karambis for them. You don't know.
Facts. It could have been both of them.
Yeah. Or 3 of them.
We'll talk.
So you guys are the front office. You make the bed. You make decisions. Cool. My arrow is at Russell Westbrook.
Super triggered right now.
Russell Westbrook. What the hell was that for as an interview? Just when I think Russell Westbrook can't say anything else wrong,
He does.
he just does.
And he picked his own ticket to get the hell out of LA land.
Bro, you first of all, you got up out of, you've been on 4 teams in 4 years.
Yep. What? Washington.
He was on the Thunder.
Yep.
Didn't want to play there anymore. Left there, went to Houston with him and Harden.
Didn't click.
Didn't want to do that anymore. Went to Washington.
Didn't work out.
Didn't want to do that anymore and went to LA.
Now he's about to go to another team. So who's the next one to play hot potato with Westbrook?
You would think if you keep having these things happen to you.
Then maybe it's not the team that's the problem, it's you.
Hello.
Okay, so.
I'm not done yet. Hello.
Okay.
I know you're gonna go, but hell no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna play defend him.
No, he's not gonna defend him because he knows what he's doing. and I'm gonna go down. We're gonna go down,
boy.
hand and foot down this rabbit hole together.
I'm gonna watch this.
Okay?
He's on down.
Yeah, the road. Bro, he had an exit interview, right?
Yeah.
He gonna tell during the interview, yo, I know it was Frank and their wife anniversary. I sent them a bottle of champagne. What does the bottle of champagne got to do with you playing on the court?
When you're not popping shots, you got to send him a bottle or something.
Pop bottles. Not pop
What
shots.
does a bottle of champagne have to do
Pop
with
champagne.
playing basketball?
It's a celebration.
Pop champagne.
Why the hell do we? If I do a kind gesture, right?
Yeah.
Am I gonna go talk to people about it?
I don't know. I just do it.
I just do it to be kind.
Yeah, I just do it because. I need a pat on my back. Just being a decent being. That's all. He's a decent human.
He gonna say one part of the season earlier this year, I don't have expectations. You're in LA. Well, every second of that ball bouncing is on Front Street.
Yep.
So when you play bad,
It's gonna reflect on you, the player.
yes,
And it's for the whole world to see.
you can hide in OKC because it's a small market. You can hide in Washington because the team
There's
is that
nothing to
bad.
do there. So
You can hide in Houston because why?
Yeah.
It's not that good. And, it's a smaller market.
Exactly.
But you can't hide in LA.
That's prime time,
LA
baby.
or New York. You can't hide in those
That's
two
prime
places.
time, baby. You're in the
It's prime time.
shining lights, marquee names, all that stuff, man. You can be right there front and center for the world to see.
Okay?
Magnified by 2.
How are you going to tell me that you have expectations? The Lakers, when they had LeBron and those guys, is championship, but that's it.
Yep. Nothing else.
Those fans don't want to hear about that. Then you don't come later down the road and say, oh, well, hey, I don't like people disrespecting my family
This guy.
because they're going to mention my name as Westbrook. If you don't want people to talk about your game, you get better, right?
Exactly. Well, you don't piss them all about. You do better.
You do better.
You don't talk about you.
So no one talks something about you.
Because now you give him over invitation for all the criticism to be on, valid. You know what I mean? You did it to yourself. You set yourself up for everybody to critique you and have validity with that critique.
It's not like the fans went and said, you know, I'm going to F your wife. You ain't ish. Your mom's a B.
Yeah,
No. They said that they called you Westbrook because you were going through games, going 4 for 20,
it hurt my feelings.
or 4 for 15.
They called me Westbrook.
Having 3 or 4 turnovers
I can't
a
play
game.
the team no more.
Not getting enough assists.
Man,
Okay.
for real. Am I lying? You back because people call you Westbrook? There's tough fun up, man. It's sports.
Listen, man.
Play better.
Listen, man. Listen. 1984. Lakers versus Celtics.
And he knows where I'm going to go.
Celtics
Go ahead.
Celtics.
No, he don't finish. He knows. He knows where to go. Go ahead, finish.
Celtics was looking kind of soft and stuff like that. Even Larry Bird called his teammates a bunch of sissies.
Yep.
You know. And then after that, I think it was Kevin McHale.
He called Kevin McHale soft.
And
he stepped the fuck
Chief
up.
shot at Kurt Rambis for a layup.
And Phil Lambeer, right?
And it got physical and stuff like that. And then after that, they completely took the Lakers out of the game mentally. Even Magic Johnson made some key turnovers. For a whole summer, they was calling his man Tragic Johnson.
Yeah.
Tragic Johnson.
Tragic Magic,
Yes.
Tragic Johnson, okay?
Yep.
A guy like that had to deal with that after already having 2 rings under his belt,
Yep.
or Russell Westbrook. And you couldn't do
Showtime Lakers.
And you couldn't do Westbrook?
And he showed up and showed out the following year.
Yep.
Told Kevin McHale, hold this Sky Baby hook. Hold it. Okay? Don't let that pretty smile fool you, Westbrook. That Magic Johnson 1,000-watt smile, there's a killer in there, my guy.
Yep.
Okay?
He had to hold a whole summer of them losing a championship that they should have won.
Yep.
Okay, Westbrook.
And aim alive a whole summer.
And clearly for all this unbothered hostile energy that you have towards the media, it finally got under your skin.
Yep.
You didn't know what to do with yourself.
Know what it was?
Because that LA.
But I will say this.
You blame Oklahoma City
I will say
for
this.
that, for how he was when it comes to media.
For
Hey, hold up, time out. Get slow. You know what it is? You want the whole city, Oklahoma, for the way you hit on the media. How about this? You play in a professional league. You know,
Doesn't matter.
No,
I'm telling you,
I'm calling it slow.
Oklahoma City Thunder franchise,
Yeah.
when it comes to media scrutiny, they did not let their players get media scrutinized. That's why Westbrook could be like the way he was.
But the other teams did the same thing.
No, yes.
Now hear me out.
Please.
Hear me out. To Russell Westbrook's credit, for better or worse, he has been consistent from start to finish in LA about how he views things. So when everybody saw that exit interview, I wasn't surprised. This was a guy who said, I didn't come in with expectations. I see guys with championships that are more miserable than me. Me not having a championship, I still win at life. All this other stuff. He's been consistent all the way. So this interview shouldn't be surprising to anybody. You know, it don't matter how we feel about him as an athlete playing hard and stuff like that, but he's reckless, he's impulsive. But he's been consistent in his position about this, even though it looks horrible from the Lakers standpoint and from a competitive standpoint.
Listen, understand what you're trying to say. Because listen, we're watching the show right now, Winning Time.
Yeah.
With the Lakers, so you know what it is. They have this culture, either it's all or nothing. Like they have that sideburner feel to it. Like, yo, if you don't show and prove, you're on the first train out of here. That's just what it is. And LeBron being LeBron, more likely he's gonna be gone already.
We're not gonna get there yet.
We're supposed to be gone.
We're not gonna get there yet.
But here's the thing, right? If you know what this team's about, you know the reputation it is with the likes of Kobe, Kareem, Magic. The list goes on and on. All the players.
Shaq.
I said Shaq.
You said Kobe, Kareem, Magic.
No, I said Shaq, Kobe, Kareem, Magic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All these people.
James Worthy.
Were, Sam Walton.
Byron Scott.
Byron Scott,
AC Green.
Metta World Peace.
Michael Cooper.
Paul Gasol.
Elgin Baylor.
The name goes on and on.
Will Chamberlain.
He's-
Jerry
he's-
West.
The logo. Jerry West, the logo.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst part about it for me? And this will pretty much bring everything full
But
circle
go
to
ahead.
what we're talking about.
And I didn't get to the main part yet. Go ahead.
No,
Me, whether I was an average player, elite player, or transcendent player, I cannot have that purple and gold on me. Look up at the rafters at all these great players in their retired jersey and those banners, thinking I'm gonna step in and talking about like it don't mean this shit to me to not win a championship.
And that's the mentality.
But that's
like
part of it.
No, but that's the mentality. Because here's the thing, you come into the Lakers, you better show it and prove.
But
it's like being a Yankee player. If you don't come to the Yankees and show them, make a prove you're in a first round under Cyber's run.
But we know even great players could have horrific seasons. The worst part about it is as the jersey and the history weighed and anchored him down.
Yeah,
he still lived in this delusion of non-accountability.
Like, given.
That's the worst part of just having a bad season.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You didn't see nothing wrong at all on your end.
Yeah, so
not your everybody else. There was something wrong.
I didn't get to that part.
Like the level of delusion that you got to live in.
And you wonder why he's been on so many teams for so many years. Like,
it's not even him. It's he forced his way out of there.
What?
When he left OKC, he said, "I'm done," and got to Houston.
Yeah, he was done.
And played with Harden. And then when Harden and him couldn't, they didn't really see eye to eye. They both left.
Mm-hmm. Wait, where did they play for each other as well in OKC?
Yes, they did.
You know what it is?
This is before Harden was the guy he was now.
They're the same, but in some ways opposite. In terms of how we view them. Russ lives in this delusion and narcissism of zero accountability, as opposed to Harden, whose game is more consistent and he's more skilled and stuff like that. They've both made all these moves and they've yet to proven its validity. Like right now, I think James Harden is going to be up.
Keep talking.
I think James Harden this year right here, however it plays out for him, if it's not good,
it's right.
Oh my God, the level of scrutiny he's gonna get is gonna. Ooh,
in the Philly market,
man.
the Philly press.
Listen, man,
they're gonna tear him a new a-hole.
Listen, man, he's done out here.
Oh, he's done. No, they're gonna destroy him in Philly.
He's done out here, man.
You lose his Philadelphia pass real quick.
He better show out and show up.
Here, my God.
So right now, you better show and prove. You're gonna have all-star nights all the time you play in the playoffs. I'm telling you, it's gonna end bad for you, my man.
You know why? You know why he's done out here, much like Russ? Because they've been spoiled with playing with a lot of great talent, and they've yet to really leave their imprint at this championship. When you look at the players like they started with, they played together. You had KD, Russ, Harden,
Serge Ibaka,
Sevolosha,
Steve
Reggie Jackson, Steve Adams, and all them boys. Now, Russ goes to Houston, a still very formidable, dangerous team.
Yep.
They do nothing. Then Harden eventually forces his way out of Houston, goes to Brooklyn. Now you're back with KD and Kyrie. You force your way out of that. Now you're in a situation
because of Kyrie, of not being a full-time player, being a part-time player.
Wow. Seriously.
All right. So, for that.
Now go ahead, talk your talk.
So now, the reason why Russell Westbrook got me so upset, because during the exit interview, he took zero accountability.
And that's definitely
1 minute, zero.
Yeah.
He trying to pass the buck on to LeBron James and AD.
And Vogel, right?
I didn't even get to that part yet.
Go ahead.
Bro, you remember the game where it was really frustrating? You see AD and LeBron like sitting on the table looking to possibly. I think they were pretty much done with the game and stuff like that. And Russ talking about, I wish I could help and get in. Like, it's okay and stuff like. They wasn't trying to hear none of that.
Nope.
They're trying to hear none of that. So my thing is just like, they was just professional love, and they love you enough not to say nothing. But that's the problem.
Yep.
That's the problem. They love him too much. They ain't saying nothing.
They'd rather embarrass if they wanted to.
They ain't saying nothing to a fault.
This guy pointed their fingers at LeBron James and AD.
Wow.
During the exit interview.
He's
saying,
he gone.
I played up to what I said, but I don't know what they were going on with. Then, what made it worse was that during the interview, he is killing Frank Vogel. Saying that Frank Vogel didn't let him be him.
They're slow.
LeBron James and AD didn't let him be him. What are you talking about?
They're all under the bus. So now guess what's gonna happen?
LeBron James and AD, when it came to the interviews, was said, y'all need to leave Russell Westbrook alone because he plays hard.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let Russ cook.
He cooked all right. Burned down the house.
Frank Vogel let you start all the games you played, bro.
He was your biggest advocate when the higher ups.
When the hires wanted to bench you, he wanted to keep you in the game.
Yeah.
Because if he was a bench, he would lose you. And you're gonna go and tell the interview that you don't see, me and Frank simply got a problem. No, the problem is the problem with him is with you.
Straight up, it's you.
The lack of your mental capacity for basketball is what gets him frustrated.
But you know, it plays to the fact that he's immature.
See,
Dude.
That's the attitude you have.
Seti.
I'm a 38-year-old man, turning 39 in a couple of days.
Seti.
If you don't take accountability for yourself in your 30s, for your own stuff, then by the time you hit 40 and whatever, you have that same mindset. As the saying goes, if you're a fool at 40, you'll be a fool forever.
Who's Draymond Green when you need it?
And right now, Russell Westbrook is
Oh, God, they would have been fighting.
Russell Westbrook is looking to be on that path to be that fool at 40.
Dude.
You're a grown-ass man, you're in your 30s.
Seti.
How do you have no accountability for yourself?
Seti. The man averaged the most turnovers in basketball this season.
Jesus Christ. And
Not average per game.
In the entire league.
But entire league of total numbers.
And who you blame for that one? Who you blame for that?
Frank Vogel and them.
So now
he gonna say, well, I didn't see, it feels like Frank Vogel didn't let me be myself.
He's the reason why you weren't even on a bench.
Use yourself for 78 games you started. It was just you and Spalding, bro. I don't know what
Yo,
to say.
you have balls, my dude. You have balls the size of kumquats because you say something in your mouth. Like, yo, for real? This is the only man fighting for you before, like my man said himself, before the entire the executive level wanted you on the bench playing, bench hero. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, it's embarrassing. You pretty much throw people on the bus like that. You don't do that. You don't.
Dude.
And it's more about you as a person than the playboy you throw on the bus. Period.
I watched that exit interview now for the 6th time.
I didn't watch it yet because I'm about to be angry as hell.
I'm still triggered by the stuff he came out of his mouth.
Yo.
But you know what it is? And that's how you know. Listen, based on that, right now, don't be surprised.
Oh, he's going to get traded. It's over.
He's going to somewhere like New Orleans or Charlotte.
He's going to go like Orlando, Indiana. And the reason why the team's going to take on that contract is to do buyouts.
Yeah.
You know what you know what I love? It's almost comic relief because now the whole, it was one thing when we were all just saying, yo, if Russ just turned it down a notch and really improved his deficiencies, he'd be 10 times the player he is. Now it's just that, yo, he's a future Hall of Famer that plays hard. That's a comic relief. But then when we get to the real question, it's like, so that's how you feel. So would he be your first pick to start a team?
Hell no.
See how quiet it gets.
Nope. Hell no. No, dude. As much as I want the Knicks to do better, I wouldn't even want him on the Knicks.
I won't be surprised if they pick him up somehow, some way.
And they will. More like it's going to happen.
The Knicks will
and
Nick.
Speaking about the Knicks.
Damn bum ass against
your team president.
Oh boy.
I guarantee you, if the Knicks had a chance to get Russell Westbrook when he was in OKC, believe me, they would have jumped at it.
Not now.
Believe Sam Presti with a gift right there, boy. So nice. So nice.
You know what it is?
So nice.
You know how the Knicks run?
Yo, he would have fleeced them boys. Dry.
Oh, yeah, he would have raped them for $100.
Could you imagine if OKC got RJ Barrett? Oh my God.
Dude, and then they took all those first picks, first round picks easily. Because the Knicks had how many picks in the first round?
He would have been like, yo, James, I need your picks for the next decade and some stock. And
options,
and inventory and MSG.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Leon Rose.
And the resurrection of the Wiz.
Leon Rose. I haven't heard from you since September.
Wake me up when September.
You know he gave an exit interview on MSG.
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I want to hear this.
How you give an exit interview on MSG but not to the media?
I thought he exited out in the fall.
I heard
he gave you an exit interview on MSG Network,
and that's it.
Who's MSG Network? Who's MSG owned by?
James Dolan, my guy.
Who's the Knicks owned by?
James Dolan, my guy.
Who's the MSG Network owned by?
James Dolan, my guy.
So why the hell am I doing an exit interview in front of MSG where it could be pillow talk instead of you being in front of the center with the New York Post, Daily News, and New York
Day,
One,
all of them, yeah.
All those guys.
Yep. Spectrum One,
News 12, whatever you want to do it.
Yep.
But you on MSG Network?
Where you buried.
Because he wants to control the narrative.
On the MSG Quickies.
Silly.
That's an exit interview.
Listen, it is to him.
No, that's not an exit interview.
It's to him.
For him, yes, but that's not exit.
I mean,
Gordon Dolan it is.
When people are paying money
Big
to
money.
go through your turnstiles, we want to hear something real.
Yeah, exactly. Why does teams think they're nice this season? And everyone
Candy coating,
yeah, be real. Why we sucked?
real.
Why we were horrible?
Okay? Stop. I know that what you're doing. Stop.
Now go ahead. I want to hear this. Now go for it.
Our power forward.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite records too.
Go ahead, man.
Own up, bro.
Go ahead, play my dude.
Own up.
What song is this? I want to hear this.
Our power forward.
Hey. Ish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bruh. Our power forward. I never see the guy fight so much times at the end of a game ever.
So he's one of the NBA Care's greatest donators, man. Speaking of that, you probably just triggered an Adam Silver investigation. Why are you just doing exit interviews on a controlled network by your boss? Sounds like conflict of interest to me.
Yeah.
Yo. I mean, my thing is, if you're gonna do an exit interview, you also got to do one for the media outside of MSG.
Exactly.
You're supposed to.
No.
Exactly. Supposed to be for ESPN, supposed to be for NBA TV.
Sounds like a piece of power to me.
A cover job. Supposed to be a cover job.
Our power forward, Julius Randle.
Oh Lord,
Dude, you're super talented, bro.
And it's about Kemba Walker as well, but dude,
You're an exceptional player. But just like, bro, own it, bro.
I'll send Julius.
You didn't play. You didn't play this year.
It wasn't even playing any better this year. He never got better from last year.
No, he did. He got the money. That's why he got the money. Say it, my friend. He got the money.
I keep the money.
He got the money and got lazy. That's the dude. And you know what? That's the curse of the Knicks.
No,
we pay him too much, too early, and this is what happened. He got leaked up lazy.
I'll take the money.
He never worked
from the Knicks.
Like, I get it. You might work and get
lying?
better, but
you've been nicked.
Am I lying though? Hey, shh. Am I lying though?
He never became ambidextrous.
Nope.
He's not playing the paint. He thinks he's hard.
regressed. He regressed as a player.
You're a power forward, bro. Take your big butt to the block and make things happen.
Listen.
He regressed as a player.
Listen, I've been over this with you basketball fans.
Go ahead.
Taking that work to the block is a gladiator sport. That's early 2000 stuff, all right? We in 2020s now. We ain't doing that. We're pulling up for three, okay?
No.
Yes,
dude.
Shoot it.
I'm sorry, man.
He went down in numbers.
Listen, okay.
Yeah,
then.
Field goal.
Computer stats from last year to this year.
Listen, man, you got to work on your accuracy from the 3-point shot, baby.
And that's what I'm talking about. Get better.
What got different between his stats? What happened between last year and this year?
And with that, but at the end of the day,
money.
Threes are more than twos,
That's
man.
the big way. When you pay them too early, they regress as players. Look at the history of the Knicks. Every player got big money. What happened? He got
But if you give me the money, I'm not going to be like, you keep the money. I'm going to take it.
Amari Stoudemire. He didn't shine.
No,
but against injuries.
No, it was his knees.
It was his knees. And they knew that he had bad knees.
But I know it's my fault because it's injury.
They knew he had bad
Carmelo?
knees.
No, but his first year in New York, MVP type season.
Yes.
Got to put some respect on
And
my
he was the only guy willing to go there.
Who?
Him.
Yeah.
Stoudemire.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Carmelo came to play,
They couldn't play together because Carmelo's a different type of player.
yeah.
Not only that, Amari's
he's a ball
injury
hog.
started getting worse.
And then also, you gutted the squad. Think about it. If you had Melo playing with those guys and would have waited, and they would have came over, Knicks would did some trouble.
But now you're asking the Knicks to be patient.
No, I can't, listen, I'm in a fan of the Knicks. Yeah. Thank you for being patient. I'm almost 40 years old. I haven't seen nothing but 2 Eastern Conference championships
Yo, my guy
and
Malik
a
Rose
few
got a
slam
bag on
dunk
the bench.
contests. Yo, play the damn music. Play the wah 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 song now.
And also, for all you Knicks fans talking about how y'all could have got Steph Curry, y'all remember Steph when his ankles needed to be put in continental tissue? Yeah, you think Dolan would have been so patient for that? Wishful thinking. Wishful. Yeah, how you like that hot take?
And saying that we get to the Kupo in a couple 2 years, ain't gonna happen. That's saying right in
Daniel
Milwaukee.
Gallinari, David Lee, Nate Robinson,
And
That's what they gutted for.
Wilson Chandler, remember him?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
And they gutted him. They gutted that for that.
Yeah.
And I get it. But
And don't even get me started with Phil Jackson. I say
Phil Jackson.
Porzingis said, and I gotta go. I gotta go.
You know what? I'm glad he went because you know what it is?
You got to see the real who he really was.
Exactly. He was listen, if you could have stayed with Luka, what's his name? Luka
Doncic.
If you could have stayed in Dallas with him, what'd I tell you? Who's the problem?
Man, shout out to Phil Jackson. He hit a lick.
Here's the thing, right?
Stole money.
And that's why.
But see, though, I can't front
ass
Phil.
right back to L.A.
I can't front Phil because
I can.
No, I'm not going to. And you tell why?
And the party coming the most with Phil Jackson.
I'm not gonna front him.
No. Come on. The party coming the most with Phil Jackson is he's a former Knick.
Yes.
And he did the team so dirty.
2-time NBA champion.
But here's where I don't fall film for.
No, I'm following the dude
because he didn't really wanted it.
But he took the money though.
But James only wanted it.
He took the money.
He took the money. So if I tell you I don't want something and you say, yo, I really want you to do it, all right, you get what you get. You could have won. I got. You could have got Joe
60 million out of it.
You could get a whole bunch of the team executives, but you been and got Phil Jackson.
But that means someone would be doing the job right.
You are now You are now.
Oh my
What's you thinking, bro?
Like it's so hard being a Knicks fan, man.
Oh my god.
Next year is the 50th anniversary of the last time they won the title, 1973.
Sure. I bet Jerry West wanted that job at one point, but then again, you would mean I would have to do great work.
But James Dolan wants to be hands-on. Like, just stick to your hated house band. Don't be hands-on in the Knicks anymore. Just let.
No, he doesn't want to be hands-on. He keeps putting people that are yes men.
And I hate that.
I'd be hands-on with throwing him a fierce chest pass in the face.
Like it angers me so much. Yo, this team could be so much better, but he keeps this yo.
Oh yeah.
And I hate to say this. I'm sorry, God. I'm so sorry. But I was hoping that COVID took him down.
Wow.
That's how mad much I hate James Dolan.
Dang, that's sinister. I was hoping it gonna be Files.
Like, please.
That's
please. I'm so mad about James Dolan that I refuse to pay for Cablevision. I went for Verizon Files, man.
Oh, man. See if more of the tri-state area did that, then you have reason to sell.
Yo, Verizon's better, guys. Leave Cablevision. They suck. Their channel lineup sucks ass. All right, switch to Fios. All right.
Yo, he's a mess. My man.
BC Jams.
Man owns MSG. Owns the building. Owns the Rangers, and he got a band too.
I hate his house band who had to pay Billy Joe millions of dollars to be the opening act. I hate this band.
I hope, does he sell out his own arena?
Hell no. You might know.
Oh yeah.
Yo, of course not. Come on, man. You guys, yo, he gives his players free CDs. I bet they use those CDs as coasters at home.
Listen.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Or break the weed upon this.
If I am him.
Listen,
I'm James Dolan.
James Dolan deserves expired Johnson & Johnson baby powder on the roughest hand to be smacked for what he did to Charles Oakley and for what he did to Spike Lee.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
God. Oh, yeah.
That's a different type of disrespect. Yo, you better not ever find yourself slipping in Charles Oakley on the street. Oh my God.
I will slap that man. This shit's out there, man.
Shoot.
You disrespect Spike Lee and Charles Oakley? Oh.
That'll be the one time money will not get you out of a predicament. Nope. I'll tell you that.
I will gladly risk being banned for life at MSG just to beat the brakes off of you for 5 minutes.
Man.
That's all I need, 5 minutes.
Shoot.
Help, he's trying to kill me.
Oh, man.
You hit Spike Lee, man. I'm on go fuck. No, I'm kidding.
But this goes back to full circle.
But here's the thing, man. It's just, it's sad, man.
It's sad.
Sad.
It's sad because you know why? You're in the Mecca capital of the world acting immature. Okay?
Well, he's just on the team, but it'll never happen. Somebody needs to buy the team out.
This should be the next thing.
Dude, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Listen, the team hasn't won a title in 50 years. He's right, though. Listen, help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please. Nah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right? The team still makes money. Here's the thing. They've won a title since, what, 50 years?
It's since
73.
73.
And guess how much it's worth right now? $5.5 billion.
Because they own the Garden.
And the Rangers.
And the Rangers and the network.
They're worth more than the Warriors, and the Warriors have Steph.
And titles.
And titles. Titles.
I said titles.
Recent titles.
Recent titles. It's like, yo, Dolan, sell me a phone.
No.
Please.
No.
Listen.
I'm making too much money.
And you know what? I'm going to be a Brooklyn Nets fan then from now on.
You can do that. It's not like the MSG.
I don't give a no. No, it is. I won't be supporting the Knicks.
It's okay.
And Brooklyn fans need to step up too because, whew, during some of those games when those other teams come to play,
there's more of the fans of the other teams than are Brooklyn.
New Yorkers would never accept Brooklyn.
You know what it is?
Unless Brooklyn wins the title.
Well, guess what's in the playoffs?
You know what it is?
Dude, my man, urinate tree said point blank. How do you become second fiddle in your own city?
Yeah, you know what it is?
How?
These Brooklyn fans remind me of the Miami Heat fans back when LeBron was there and stuff like that. Even though my Spurs lost that title, that game 6 that went in overtime when they thought it was over, some of them left, and then after that they tried to come back
inside.
No.
I love that I heard
that. Even they said in Miami during like opening tip-offs, the fans were coming late.
Fake fans.
Of course, they're fake fans. For them, honestly, going to Miami Heat game back then was almost as similar as going to a Knicks game. It's a status symbol.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
Or if you're a tourist, that's where you go to see to get into the culture. The only people who are true fans of the Knicks right now is Tracy Morgan and Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Name somebody else.
Yeah, they have like the Jack Nicholson fan.
True, legit fans.
Mm-hmm.
And I name only 2 of them.
Facts.
Everybody else is a status symbol. Just to be seen. That's it.
What about McEnroe?
Well, McEnroe, you know what? He probably is a fan. I'll be honest, yeah.
I'm sure at one time Walt Frazier looked at James Dolan.
But dude,
I'm laughing. I'm smiling.
The ambassador for the Knicks one time was Taylor Swift.
Really?
Yes.
The New York Knicks ambassador was Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I know she's from New York. I did not know that.
Say from New York.
Yeah, she got a lot of country songs.
Anyways, back to my Lakers. Because
I said it right now. I'm doing Knicks. Sell this no team, Dolan.
Genie Bus. Get your ish together.
You just won a title and you're ready.
You just won a title in 18 months. Remember how Kobe walked out?
Yep.
On his final season, just as a token.
Yep.
Do you want that for LeBron James?
You don't want that.
LeBron James has 1 year left in that contract. He can walk out that door.
Yeah, because he wants to rest himself because he wants to wait till Bronny gets into the NBA so he can play together.
I know. He wants. Know what he's gonna do?
Yeah.
A power move. He's gonna sign 1 year-to-year deals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he's been doing that for
smart.
Now.
But this time he was locked in because Magic was there, and he thought since Magic being there, they'll be there for a while. But when Magic left, it was like WTF.
Those stories that they were saying when Magic was in, Rob Pelinka talking about where's Magic, I would have had a dodgeball on standby for Rob Pelinka.
What's wrong with it? Yo,
where's Magic? Where's Magic? Here you go.
Yeah, where's Magic? I'm here. You just sent an email. Like I'm here, man. Like I'm in my office. Go.
He must forget Magic is 6'9".
Yeah, whoop that ass. Autoplay.
I don't know his autoplay. I didn't know do that.
Not only did he forget that Magic used to play and he's 6'9", he must forget Magic's from Michigan. He must forgot.
Yo, play around this shit, man.
Just ask Draymond Green. He's from the same town.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
I'm just saying, Rob, you're pretty comfortable, right?
Yeah, you have room to from.
You comfortable? You chatting, right? Yeah, you chatting. It's okay.
I'll go 313. You forgot where I'm from, my dude.
It's okay. I'll refresh your memory with some actions of mine.
At the end of the day, Genie Bus, clear your ish.
But you know what it is? I can't give her this shit because know what it is?
She's a woman. No, she's not the first one to win the title as a
No, I'm not saying that.
owner.
I'm not saying that at all.
And she did make the team better.
But she is in the NBA. She is the first woman to do that.
No, she's not the first.
In the NBA, she is.
No.
Who's the first in the NBA?
They talked about it already. I'll give you.
The woman in the Mets, not Nets, Mets baseball. She won a title first.
But they were saying she's the first. I don't think she's the first female owner of the NBA to win one. I don't think so.
I think she is.
They spoke about this on a one of the. I'll pull it up.
All right, go ahead.
Break. But Genie Bus, get your ish together. Get these boys right. Okay. AD, go train. Be better.
Yes.
Because the team will be your team.
Yep, come next year. Yep.
Not LeBron's team. And LeBron, I don't know how much more years he got left.
He has like 2 years left. He's done.
I don't know how much years left yet of prime LeBron James level because
I say 2 years and that's it. Done. 2 years.
Because Father Time is in a tap.
Oh yeah, he's always winning.
And it's been waiting for him.
Father Time is
But
undefeated.
these freak accidents that's been happening to him,
the groin pulls and all that stuff. Yeah.
Because you've been doing it for 19 years, bro, and that's sustainable. Eventually, your body will break.
Yeah. Now you got to sit down, my dude. Or limit your time on the court.
Listen, Father Time's like, yo,
undefeated, homie.
You've been Hercules for a minute, but you know that glow.
It's time. Yeah,
that glow though.
You had Samson with a full long head of hair, but guess what? I'm gonna give you a fall within 5 seconds. Told me,
shoot,
cut it out.
And Russell Westbrook, goodbye.
Happy trails.
I remember. Walt can tell you when they made this trade. I said, why?
Yep.
I said,
LeBron. That's why. LeBron. That's why.
Because you know, I know why LeBron wanted to do it. He wanted to prove a point.
You know what's the highlight out of this past regular season for me? And it's not even due to the person that due to basketball reasons as far as being on the court. It's Russell Westbrook's level of play with Shannon saying, KD, whatever I said about you, I apologize. You know? Because he realized he played with that man for a decade and had to do all these things. For all you KD haters, you can't chat to KD about Westbrook. That's all I'm going to say. Shannon said, I apologize. It's too late, Shannon.
Yep.
It's too late because you believe the hype, Shannon.
Yep.
Remember that.
All right. What do I say about KD, man? I'm so sorry. He said, I'm so sorry.
Don't believe the hype.
Exactly. He fell for it. Fell for the banana in the tailpipe. There you go.
And I guess what LeBron wanted was a player where, in case he had to sit down,
he has somebody to cover him.
Somebody CYOB.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he'll cover him all right.
They cover him in doo-doo.
Super high.
Cover him in feces. Cover him in doo-doo. The cockadookie.
We're gonna go on break and we'll be right back.
Stinky.
Turnover.
Shout out to my homeboy V Lotto with his next single called FaceTime.
We take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. 4 in the morning, girl, you calling where the f is you at? Playing these bumps, game girl, I ain't in all that. Taking off, you breaking up, and I ain't calling you back. We take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. 4 in the morning, girl, you calling where the f is you at? Playing these bumps, game girl, I ain't in all that. Taking off, you breaking up, and I ain't calling you back. Had my heart up before you, so way too long. Had to close it up and showing weak. My flaws, ain't it crazy? No one really comes around when you fall. I'll be ripping you up, grinding, acting like you my bro. Gotta keep it pushing, ain't no way you gon' play me. We was tight, you broke the seal to stir the pitch you create. No, I wanted this forever, sneakers elevated. Though what's wrong with you? I'm fed up making this complicated. You hurt me enough, and now I'm doing better. All about myself, I come up making hits, applying pressure. No one knows the work that you put in, they don't see the effort. Don't only roll the heavy thoughts and all the times and whether when you give your all, then it's turn against you. Never thought about revenge, bullets fly, but they miss you. Good thing come to those who wait, I end up here with you. Was meant to be, will never be. You still in love with the last one. I will never give my love to you. Never give my trust to you. I will never live my life with you. We take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. 4 in the morning, girl, you calling where the f is you at? Playing these bumps, game girl, I ain't in all that. Taking off, you breaking up, and I ain't calling you back. We take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. 4 in the morning, girl, you calling where the f is you at? Playing these bumps, game girl, I ain't in all that. Taking off, you breaking up, and I ain't calling you back. You back, you back, you back. Calling you back, yeah. I ain't calling you back, calling you back.
I've been busy on the road and I ain't calling you back. Too busy getting money, yeah, I'm fresh out the trap. And I've been getting all this money, but ain't nothing like rap. And I've been knocked down before, but I bounce right back. Is it the money, the style, or the ice on my wrist? Is it the Fendi Dior? You gotta have all that shit. Long live all the guys, got the option to split. I'd rather spend money on houses, yeah, by designing it. So baby, tell me what's your vibe? Man, you shining like a trophy, baby, you my prize. Man, I'm trying to move on, forgive you all them lies. Man, I've been outside. Say you changed, I'm sneaking, took me all out the mood. VIP section with gang, handing out with the crew. When they say love hurts, I ain't think it was true. And I be beefing with my mother just like I got 2.
We take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. 4 in the morning, girl, you calling where the f is you at? Playing these bumps, game girl, I ain't in all that. Taking off, you breaking up, and I ain't calling you back. We take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. 4 in the morning, girl, you calling where the f is you at? Playing these bumps, game girl, I ain't in all that. Taking off, you breaking up, and I ain't calling you back. You back, you back, you back.
We have a regret to inform you that today, the tragic passing of DJ K. Slay was just broken news to us.
About 11 minutes ago.
About a couple minutes ago, man.
According to Hollywood Unlocked.
To K. Slay, according to Hollywood Unlocked, he passed away after battling COVID for a couple months.
For 4 months.
K. Slay.
Dude, K. Slay was that dude. If you know, every Thursday night. No, Thursday nights.
Sunday night was for me one.
Well, Thursday night was the drama.
Drama hour.
Yeah.
And then Sunday nights, and then
right before Peter Rosenberg. Yeah, you're right.
And also he, has a slot on Shade 45.
Yep.
So
it's rough, man, because the dude was a staple of the hip hop scene in New York.
Broke many hip hop artists.
Yep, Papoose, one of them. Who else? We can name right now. He put on like Mac Miller. He put on a lot of dudes like of the area onto his mixtapes, and they blew the hell up.
So, rest in peace to K. Slay. Our condolences to the family of DJ K. Slay. Damn.
This sucks, man. And, I'm not going to be a broken record. It is what it is, man. If we don't take it seriously now, after almost a million dead in this country alone, like, we're going to take it seriously. At this point, I just give up on people because people don't do what people are going to do. People don't believe what they don't believe in. I just don't want to see nobody die. What I went through in COVID, I was on death's door. Or worse. But people don't do what they're going to do and believe what they want to believe in. Like, they'll believe some conspiracy theory from some nut who had no accreditation, but a scientist who's telling you, yo, do this, do that, who's trying to save lives and prevent more people from dying, you gotta believe him, though.
People are going to do what they want to do.
And, that's what it is. I just give up.
And, at the end of the day, it's their choice. It's just sad.
Like, you see me right now on my page. I don't put nothing on no COVID anymore. I'm done. It's over. I'm done. I gave up. I packed it in.
There's a lot of things I'm not pushing up on people or conversation I'm not engaging in. I'm with you on that city, but they could believe what they want to believe. What they can't dispute are these bodies
and numbers.
Or these people no longer walking this earth anymore. That can't be disputed. That's factual. That's proven. So
I'm done. Is that enough for you? You know what? Nothing will ever change it. I have a cousin who works in the medical field who don't believe in that shit. Like, dude, you work in a hospital, Westchester Medical, my dude, and you don't believe this shit. You right there in almost ground zero next to me, working at Brian Dyke Hospital, all that stuff. Like, you don't believe in that shit,
And there lies a conflict of interest. You don't believe in you don't practice what you preach, but yet. I'm sure every person you talk to, you get them to take this take these shots and stuff like that. And my thing is that you can't be in a system where there is division and there is that type of energy, especially in the medical field.
Exactly.
Because once stuff like that start getting out, it's just like, well, hold on a second. You work here and you're trying to get people to do it, but you don't believe in it yourself.
Yeah,
I get it.
I
have an argument with somebody like that who's in the medical field too, and it's like, I can't figure it out.
I just give up. I'm just done. You won. I lost. I give up. Good luck. Hope this W's worth it. Cause there's a whole Reddit right now called the Herman Cain Award that says otherwise. And for those who don't understand what the Herman Cain Award is, it's a whole Reddit of people who believe in that same BS, that whole effery, and those same people who be pushing that same BS agenda be the same ones that catch a hospital bed and then end up catching a body bag. And it's based in honor of Herman Cain, who survived stage 4 cancer, only to catch COVID at a Trump rally and later die. You survived stage 4 cancer, and this is how you go out? But I'm done. And the Reddit is still strong, over 1 million posts, thousands of posts daily.
He's on Reddit?
On Reddit. The Herman Cain Award.
I'm not laughing because I'm just like thinking like
the absurdity of it,
somebody
right?
took the time to make
a Reddit page? Yes. For the Herman Cain Award, yes.
You know what?
And you know what? As much as I'm so desensitized from it because it's like, yo, reading it, it's like another day of, okay, another day, another dumbass dies from COVID, a preventable death, but here we are. It's sad, but that's American human nature. We know better, but we won't do better until it's too late.
We are a nation of. We're not proactive. We're retroactive. We wait, it just hits the fan
until it affects you,
and then we get involved. Problem is seatbelts.
Yep.
Seatbelts didn't get into the law until like the 60s or 70s.
Yep.
You would think that something that simple would,
Oh, I don't need a seatbelt. I never get into accidents.
Next thing you know, you're crippled from the neck down.
Forget critical. You go out the car window and you hit like a off a mountain or a cliff or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're dead. You splat.
You're definitely gonna be hitting that Superman. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You.
Get that Christopher Reeve action, man.
But
too soon.
RP to K Slay.
Yeah, you will be missed.
Be missed, brother, man.
Especially by our hip hop heads in the tri-state area.
Man. I just think it's so crazy, bro. Like,
I thought he was gonna pull through.
That too, and also like my youth. A lot of my people that you grew up on, one by one, they're falling apart.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Well, let's get to the next story, shall we?
And this one I might get in trouble
There
for.
was a story I definitely wanted to cover.
What?
The stabbing that happened to that girl in Mount Vernon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so do that.
So, I came across this earlier today.
I saw that. I think it happened last week or this weekend, right?
It happened. What's today's date?
Today is the 18th.
So it happened like last week. I think about 10 days ago. I believe.
Yeah. I remember the story about that. They actually had a whole big thing about that on the news.
So her name is Kayla Green, a cheerleader, age 16, stabbed to death during Mount Vernon High School parade by armed teen. Okay, a 16-year-old cheerleader died after being stabbed during a high school parade in New York on Friday, April 8th. Kayla Green, the high school cheering captain for Mount Vernon High School, was assaulted while celebrating the boys' basketball team state championship victory.
That was the one that got me going. Go ahead.
According to local police, when she left the parade, she got into an argument and was then allegedly attacked by a 15-year-old girl a few blocks away. Green died on the way to the hospital, but her 15-year-old friend, who had a punctured wound and lacerations, is expected to survive. Also, they said due to the age of the 15-year-old suspect, the name hasn't been released by the police.
No, probably won't. But go ahead.
She is charged with first-degree manslaughter, assault in the second degree, and attempted assault in the first degree, and was ordered to stay in jail by a judge on Monday, April 11th. But it gets even deeper. Prior to the incident, she allegedly flaunted the weapon on social media and had a history of harassing Green. According to CBS News, Westchester County District Attorney Mimi Roca, I apologize if I mispronounce your last name, may upgrade the charges after grand jury reviews the case. Shanae Haywood, a spokesperson for the family, said Kayla was a beautiful big sister and a special young woman with dreams and ambitions of becoming a doctor one day. She was a cheerleader, a captain, and an inspiration. Also, this is big too. They want to thank the police officer that risked his life to stop a mob of misguided, violent teens. We thank him and his partner for recognizing that Kayla needed life-saving treatment, and their efforts to save her have not gone unnoticed. And honestly, this is this hits close to home, even though I don't ever at any point, even when I was in high school, recall going to Mount Vernon. I just know that it's not too far away from where we live.
No.
And these type of things happening is sad. It really is, because at the end of the day, a 16-year-old to die in that manner, and to lose a classmate to that type of violence, a friend being scarred for life, having that kind of trauma, even though she'll survive, and then a 15-year-old going to jail, possibly for the rest of her life.
They're done.
She might get out in like 10, 15 years.
I don't think
but her life's over. Period.
Her life is over. Yeah, her life is over. Yeah.
Once we get out of prison, who's gonna hire her?
It's sad.
Who's gonna take her in?
I mean,
will she have family around to take care of her?
You don't know.
We don't know. She might be on that pole. Who knows?
I mean, it's weird to like this level of bullying. Whether it's bullying that turns violent and you kill, and you kill a peer, or bullying that gets to a point where a young student kills themselves, these are dark terms. These are very dark, sensitive times, and when I say that is like, yes, there is a degree of being oversensitive for things that we shouldn't be oversensitive of, but then there are things like this where it just makes you realize, like, how did we get to this point?
Wow. It's something that's been ongoing for a while. And I think what it is about social media, especially with the news, that we get our news much faster.
Yeah.
Because how many times have you and I heard stories about kids back in the day getting beat up, stabbed up?
Oh, yeah.
But didn't hit the news.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that the young man that died in front of Dream 2? Was it Dream 2000?
Yeah. What's Dream 2000?
The one that right where the with Latin Stars at over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the nightclub over there. He got shot outside the club, bro.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons that place goes. I remember being
a young
kid.
I've been around Rockland for a long time. I see so many places got shut, grand opening, grand closing. Right back in the day, the Rage.
Yeah.
Remember that, right? Rage got shut down because it was gonna nig. And there's so many shootouts, so many situations going on in that area. You would think just the police station's right a few blocks away. Calm down, near.
Nope.
Call be posted right there in the area. Just calm down, near.
So
went down and went from Rage got shut down, and what else it became? Rage. We had Club Silhouette got shut down as well.
Wasn't that Liquid Ice? No, Club Silhouette. Okay, all right, no. I know about. But Rage and Club Silhouette is right by Femi Dollar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like this
and Biggie performed at Silhouette.
Remember we spoke about that with BR and Cram.
Yep.
When they were over, they actually performed Spring Valley with Biggie, Method Man.
Yep.
And they were there performing.
Yep.
So.
And this comes to as trivial as what transpired. Was it Saturday? Was it Saturday night? No, was it Friday? Friday when it was me, you.
Oh.
And stuff like that.
What I missed.
Let's just say we was outside, just for a moment, just talking and stuff like that, and then the situation got a little hostile. I happened to be enjoying a very nice drink myself, seeing scenarios go down, and I'm looking at this individual like, yo, you're a bozo, man. Like, there's so many good opportunities among this vicinity, and you choose violence today.
Because
I was looking right at him like, yo, what a goof. like it was beyond my comprehension.
He talking to the form of Seti, and you and I can attest to this. I hate when I see people fight at the strip club. It bothers me. I'm like, bro, there's women, there's good vibes. Why?
When I tell you I was feeling nice off the cranny, oh my God, I was nice. Yo, I was so nice off the
Shout out to my homegirl Emma for pouring the drinks for my man.
Sure.
I'm Walt.
Yeah, shout out to Emma. She knew
She's
what
the
she was
real
doing.
MVP.
She really was the real MVP. I had to hit the back-to-back, man. I was like, oh man, not again.
He came back.
Oh man, I had to run it back. But by the second drink, man, shout out to DJ Test for saying me, because I was about to put 20 down on something. I'll just leave it at that.
You didn't have enough time.
Oh man, no. I will admit, I froze. What happened is I froze because when the 20 that I was about to put down on, certain situation was next to you, that's when I should have made the move and grabbed the wrist. Like, well, don't even pay any mind. I got something for you. That's what I should have done. But things happen. You get a little starry eyed, and next thing you know, the situation done died over. So it happens.
But it bothers me. But I don't know have you been experiencing it? But have you feel an uptick in nonsense in the clubs recently?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I keep telling people it's getting hot outside.
Yep. Definitely.
When it gets hot, the nonsense happens.
I don't understand what's with the stress. The sundress is coming out.
Bruh.
The puppy's out of hibernation, man.
Listen, Walt, when it gets hot, people do not know how to think straight.
Shit.
Heat and alcohol don't mix.
Bang. So it's starting to get hot. The sun's coming out more. What do you expect's going to happen?
Well, there's certain
a lot of mimosas will be tossed in the air, and not for the right reasons.
Oh, I'll be damned if someone messes up a good brunch for me. I've been.
I've
to
seen
one.
brunches getting
Me too.
Sure. I've been like security. He's looking to have a different type of exit on his way out. Yeah. Oh man.
All right. So
Yeah.
let's get into the story real quick.
Oh,
It's
boy.
our final story, and then we're going to introduce a new segment.
One more
What's up?
thing, my condolences to Kayla Green and her family and her loved ones. I hope her friend gets better and also gets therapy that she will need. And also,
you know, justice for the family, because
yep.
it's sad to say a 15-year-old committing murder.
And even for the killer, you know.
Even for the killer, and for you too, you need to have a seat.
Facts.
Because the path you were going down, who knows how bad it could have been. You might have killed more than 2 people. You might have killed like 5.
You need to have a long seat, some reflection, and find a way to even forgive yourself.
Oh yeah. And you know, whatever happens, you gotta accept it.
Yep.
Yeah, because we on rough life when you get out of prison.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're gonna play life on Dark Souls difficulty.
Yeah.
And that means super tough.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a story.
Oh boy.
That came out recently. And I saw it and I said, I had to like take a double take. Because I couldn't even believe the story that I saw. And then I read it again. I had a Westbrook moment. So I read the story 3-4 times and like, this is not possible. So 2 inmates are pregnant in an all-women's prison.
A lot of bartending.
Right? Not in a club. This is actual prison, a jail. Right? And I said, oh my God, 2 inmates are pregnant. That means the guards did it.
Yeah, the CO did it.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this thing kind of happens with guards.
That's regular day.
You know what I'm saying? And overstepping their boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure the CO's got the Mentos on deck.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Right? And I thought that's what happened. But no. This occurred at a New Jersey only all-female prison. They are housed at Edna Mahan Correctional Facility in Clinton, New Jersey.
That's the only one in the state, right? Only female.
The only one in the state.
Yep.
That supposedly will be closing because Murphy wants it closed because of other things.
Yeah.
In the future. And basically, after they got pregnant, an internal investigation has started. It's unclear whether the woman had sex with the same person or different people. Right? I'm like, wait, how's this happening? I'm like, is it the same person? We don't know.
We don't know.
So this is what makes this story so rare and so unusual. The prison houses transgender inmates. Out of the 800 of them, there are 27 that are transgenders. The prison began to house transgender women, including those that have yet to undergo gender reassignment surgery.
And therein lies the bullet point right there.
Because basically, they are men that claim to be women.
Men in transition that deposit transactions.
Like, here's the thing, right?
Go ahead.
And
I'm not done, but go ahead.
You finish. I would be careful, choose my words carefully, because I got this shit online by 2 people.
Better tightrope this one.
The American
I'm gonna be careful.
Civil Liability Union, the ACLU, had sued New Jersey.
More letters.
They were sued by a transgender woman.
Hey, those guys are on our side, ACLU.
Yes, they are.
Okay. So don't smirch them.
Okay.
The reason why they were sued because a transgender inmate having a claim that the prison she at wasn't for her.
It was a male prison.
It was a male prison. And she said, I claim to be a woman and I feel uncomfortable at a male prison.
And she got raped.
So she sued New Jersey and they made an agreement to house the inmates from that who want to be transgendered into that
or actually are transgender.
So the inmate at the prison that got raped was a man identifying as a woman.
Yes.
That got put in a woman's prison with women.
Yes.
Damn, how does he finesse that?
Well, that's him. It wasn't him, but a transgender.
Yeah.
It wasn't that specific person.
Yeah.
But someone did sue New Jersey.
Who were in transition.
Who was in transition. And they won their case. Okay, so it was weird. So when I heard that, I was like, okay. But let me look more into the prison. So in recent years, Edna Maham has had reports of abuse and systematic failures. 10 prison guards face criminal charges from assault on inmates, including trans females, in January 2020. It started, roughly several COs at the prison have pled guilty or have been convicted of sexual abuse and misconduct in recent years. They started housing the transgender women July of 2021, when 2019 a woman that we spoke about, a transgender woman, was forced to live in prison and men for over a year and a half and sued and won that case, and that's when they made this one happen. And I said to myself, if you are a trans woman, you're supposed to like men. But then, nowadays we play by different rules. Hold on. We play different rules, and we're all more free-spirited type of individuals. So I can see of a trans person who want to be a woman, like, that's your business. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy. But they should separate the trans woman from the regular female inmates because you have a penis.
I think the transitioning and identifying as the sex that you claim versus what you are biologically designed to be is more than just preference. It's more so I think it has more to do with identity. And how you feel, your mannerisms, your demeanor, and stuff like that. No, but I get what you're saying. Usually, from what we've seen, that's normally the case.
It's the case. So now I didn't know that they had this thing kind of going on.
Yeah,
I'm not up on game.
Either. Yeah,
I just say whatever. Listen, because whatever makes you happy makes you happy.
Because I think even though Bruce Jenner is now Caitlyn Jenner still is into women, as far as I know.
Yes.
So but you're right. It's usually the norm where you were born a man who now identifies as a woman who's gone through the transition, done all the necessary steps, but are into men. We've seen that, but but again, sexuality is a spectrum, and people have their preferences and whatnot. Some of them might be into still both. So you never know.
I don't know. But that's what I was like. You cannot house women
that has up their tools,
in a female prison, because something like this is bound to happen.
And I'll be honest with you,
and then them not having the gender the reassignment surgery, what do you expect is going to happen?
See, honestly, I feel like this: if you are transitioning, if you're a transgender woman, I think a requirement should be before you go to all female prison is to get a vasectomy, so then something like this would not happen.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a controversial thought. Is that a controversial thought to say that?
It's not the intent. The intent in the bigger picture is it's not that it's wrong and stuff like that. But the thing is, you will open Pandora's box in terms of even a prisoner's rights. That's the slippery slope that you're gonna have to walk under. The thing is, the thing about sexuality and spectrum, especially the time we live in, we're blurring too many lines, and it's affecting our order of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing that's going on right now. Beyond people's individual rights, how they choose to live their lives, these are things that are it's just getting way too blurry. It's not that we're not trying to understand, but at the same time, it's just we can't be having these things because now the box that they are opening, Pandora's box, now you can find yourself where a serial killer will be I identify as a woman, and it could go way beyond just inmates getting pregnant.
Well, I'll say it like this. Here's the thing. Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Cause I had a couple of women, trans women, come at me this morning because I thought the post was transphobic, and maybe it was transphobic. I am sorry. I didn't mean to come off that way. I wasn't trying to. I just feel like me working in a mental hospital, because it's like almost as a prison situation, the hospital, because we have multiple people from multiple areas housed in our hospital. We have people who are from Rikers, Sing Sing, Downstate Prison in our hospital. We have people who are pedophiles, people who are, child abusers, people who are arsonists, people who are kleptos, all that stuff housed in our facility. We have male units, we have female units, and things are handled accordingly. Like, and I feel like, there's some people who play the system in order to afford going to real prison and get, because they're going to manage in real prison. Because real prison, if you're a guy like the size of, let's say, Kevin Hart, going to a real full-fledged prison, you're going to last long. We're not landing out quick, and you're thinking, what can I do to play the game in order to afford real prison? Either I'm going to play crazy, or do something that's so out of pocket, but then somehow it'll work in my favor because of the way the laws are situated. And I feel like this guy, when he saw I'm sorry, the person who, no, please don't laugh. Come on, man. I'm not gonna try to get in trouble today, man. I'm trying so hard not to get in trouble, man. Because I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm trying to
I'm watching your frustration in your face right now. That's why I'm laughing at.
Like, I'm trying real hard because
it's like, don't go rogue. Don't go rogue.
Stay on course. Stay on course.
But here's the thing, man. Hear me out. It's just, I feel this person, when you see the mugshot of the person, and it's like, yo, what's really good? Like, this guy, God damn it. Sorry. The person. I'm sorry. God damn it. I'm so sorry. Listen, try real hard.
Take 5.
All right.
Let's say they.
They look like they still have a 5 o'clock shadow. Like they like somebody you see like a Rondell with freaking diesel ass eyebrows and a man bun, like you see at a Starbucks, for real. And it's like, how, how were you able to play the game in order to say, oh, I'm a trans woman, transitioning, and I want to go to a female prison? Like this, you cannot discount the fact that there are some people out there who want to play the system for their own benefit in order to, get over and get a lighter sentence, or not to go to a certain prison, because that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Am I not lying to say that? Or
no, you're not. Like I like, you try to feel like the person's getting a one up.
It's like women who accuse men of rape, who a guy never been in the same room, let alone the same state as them.
Yeah.
And it happens. It's like there are people out there who will game the system. I'm not saying there's not a lot of credibility of the trans community in that prison. I'm not saying that at all. But we cannot downplay the fact that this could actually happen, in which people could just fake the funk in order to get over and get and be in a better position, in a better holding cell, because these things do happen. Like in my hospital, there might be people who went to court before they went to my hospital. Went to court, stuffed their butt full of peanut butter, went to the judge before they said the sentencing, put their hand in their ass, pull out the peanut butter and lick their fingers clean. These pieces like this really actually happened. Skippy. Yes, that's from Trinity, but that actually did happen in court.
Really?
Yes.
You sure it was Nutella? It's more convincing.
Oh man, and we can put him in real prison. We can put him in real prison because he'll manage.
Yeah.
And you put him in a mental hospital, but then now, but things are going on with mental health in this country. Now that same mental patient trying to play the funk, who say, "Oh, I'm a mental patient," guess what's gonna happen? They're going to real prison still.
Honestly,
what that movie called, man? Analyze That.
Yeah.
When De Niro was faking the funk.
Yeah, freaking it's insane.
Because he was about to get assassinated.
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel pretty.
Yeah.
And then Billy Crystal gives him a shot in the leg.
Yeah.
And he's twisted. He goes.
Yeah.
And then when he gets to the house, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Like, I feel like, honestly, and listen, I have friends who are trans.
You don't see me? They're trying to kill me in the prison. I'm trying to get out of here. You're going to make me work? I knew you were fake. I knew.
Like, I have friends who are trans, and I'm trying to be as delicate as I can because I want to deem as being transphobic. I'm not.
No. It's not you being transphobic. It just feels the blasphemy of,
like, there are trans women out there who are pre-op, who prefer to be pre-op, and that's undown.
You know what, Bunny? I'm gonna stand in line of fire for you. Okay, whether you're post-op or pre-op, I still believe you need to be in that man's prison. All right.
I can't do that.
Period.
Nah.
Yeah, you can't do that. And then when they post up and they get into a fight with someone who's actually a girl and yoke them up, what then?
True.
What then?
What? Yeah, like prison's like an NCAA. I'm stuttering. The NCAA sport or like a real sport. Like, listen, prison is prison. And I'm saying right now, here's the thing: if a trans woman goes to a real male prison, what? How long do you think they're gonna last in a male prison?
Listen.
No, be real.
Listen.
Be real.
But they're men at the end of the day, biologically.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah. So let's see if a woman that identifies as a man and she has to go to male prison.
Let's see how it works out.
Listen. Here's the thing. I'm not touching that. If it's a woman that identifies as a man, you still put her in a woman's prison.
Doesn't work like that.
But it doesn't work like that. You can't have a both.
The ACLU just sued. Make sure this doesn't happen.
This is no different with how we view about freaking.
What do you mean?
This is no different about. Listen.
Talking about transgender sports.
It's no different. The only thing that's attached to it is criminal activity.
I'm not touching this hornet's nest. That's why I'm trying to be really careful because I already got this online earlier today. I am not trying to cross.
Listen. I understand your position, but at the same time, if you're who you identify is a matter of like, you know. It's a matter of like social acceptance. Who you're biologically makes the difference with how you interact with people.
But
like
here's the thing.
If you're a violent person who identifies as a woman, that's a man. That's still an issue going to a woman's prison.
True. Touche.
Yeah, you're right.
Because think about
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Let's say I'm a transgender male, woman, and I wanted to go, and I'm getting locked in, and I go to an all male females prison. Them women, them guards may never handle me over there.
Might not. They might not.
Dude, I worked in a mental hospital. I deal with patients, female patients, kid patients who are quicker than y'all.
I get it. They do exist, yes.
They do exist. Big women do exist.
But from the torso up, men are stronger. Torso down.
You try to take down a 17-year-old girl who weighs 350 pounds, who is 6'3"?
I get it.
No, we're not saying they're easy. We're not saying they can't be difficult and formidable. You're trying to diffuse or neutralize a situation as quickly as possible. I'm just saying, like, it could be a very violent person who may be very vast at fighting and stuff like that. And you find yourself saying like, okay, they identify as a woman, but they're biologically a man. What do they do then if they say like they pretty much choke out an inmate to death? What now? Now it's a different type of conversation.
See, and this is where the law is flawed. Mm-hmm. Because the law is actually flawed because if a man, God damn it, if a trans person could go into a prison and knock up two women, and I feel like, and then like I said before, I think they should, if they really go about that life, or about to go into transition, they should go show truth that they are actually going through the process instead of just looking like somebody from Men on Film from Living Color. And you can't tell me that person look like guy from Men on Film.
My thing is we need to look past by.
I'm gonna get in trouble regardless.
My thing is
I'm trying so hard.
My thing is
you try.
My thing
I'm trying so hard
for the sake of order and for the sake of order and to diffuse these blurring of lines. We need to look past identity and strongly deal with biology.
But his thing, but biology gets flawed because there are some cases where people are born, they don't identify either or. So and that's real issue. So we can't just say based on biology because there are cases of people who are born who don't know who they are until later on in life. They realize, oh, I feel like this or I feel like that. You can't just say biology because biology is not end all be all.
You could feel however you want, but biology is what it is, regardless.
So you tell me if a person's born and they don't have the 2X or the 2XY or XY chromosome,
we would have to look
down the middle.
sensitive.
How are we gonna do that?
We'd have to look the stats on that. I'm just saying.
But there are people like that.
There are people that like are born. They're born with a female
nothing
body,
strong, nothing.
But with a penis.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
And they're born with a male body, but they have a vagina. They do exist.
What is the percentage of that?
It's very small.
But they are out there.
They are out there. Yes.
Okay, so I'm not dismissing that. But the overall point.
But you're talking about the masses,
the grand scheme of these,
the majority, not the minority.
If they trust me, if they was looking at biology, if they was looking past identity, the situation you just described wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen.
I'm saying,
like, I'm trying real hard. Like, just listen.
It's a very
touchy subject.
We're very tippy toe.
No,
on this.
it's a very touchy subject.
But I do agree with you on the point of I don't want to see
this happen again.
That like they need to separate the housing. I don't want to see transgender males in a full on women's jail.
Like, here's the thing. Here should be the option, right? There's units separating certain people.
You separate them.
Yeah. So here's the thing. And I don't think this should be something considered controversial, but I'm saying like this. If you really want to be a part of Gen Pop with the women, and you're a trans woman, you should go all the way transition to become a woman.
Get the surgery
and go all the way in. Or if you don't want to do that, get a vasectomy so you don't get them pregnant. Those are two options. If you don't do either or, you go in a separate unit for your group, for you and people who don't want to go.
Let's keep them in the male jail.
No. I won't do that because put them in the male jail, it's going to get big things. It's going to exacerbate things.
Okay.
Listen, this is no different from Shorty who's a swimmer who's biologically a man.
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, she like the Michael Phelps, like she lost to real
we do know that. But like, you know, I like he was.
And she ain't the only one either. Because
if you couldn't cut it when you identified as a man and biologically a man, now you're a woman and you're doing this phenomenal stuff. But we've seen men that identify as women go into these sports
like
and
MMA,
dominate.
And boxing.
And they get an ass whooped too in those two.
The likelihood of a woman who identifies as a man dominating at the highest level is non-existent.
And you know, statistics don't lie.
Yeah.
You know?
But yet, like, because you're a man and become a woman, that you be Michael Jordan of the WNBA. That's not the case.
I think again, it's a slippery slope. Where I stand, I know it's controversial, but you're saying like, you know, you're saying to do the post-op possibly get vasectomies. I think that's even more of a slippery slope they might take because now it's just like, wait, hold on a second. You're saying because I identify as a woman that I have to do this to go into that thing. What if they're like, no? See, it's just like,
guess what? You're going to be in a separate unit.
It's, you know,
that's what it is.
My thing is just like, it's either you make prisons for men who identify as women and you put them on that.
That's cost effective.
See what I'm talking about.
But here's the thing though. It'll trigger the same right now. The ACLU and advocacy groups. We're trying to put that all together, but be fair and manageable at the same time. I think that's the best option we have is doing what I think should be done.
I wonder what the women look like.
Honestly,
like that's what I wonder. Like,
how what you say?
How do those inmates who got pregnant look like? I'm tempted to see because they look like dudes.
My guy is that at every avenue that we're turning into, at every avenue we turn to, people are gonna be feeling.
Well, you know what? I have a person who wants to speak on this subject. Next episode, we're gonna bring her on.
Yeah, we'll call her. She's gonna come here. Or she was a call in.
But I'll ask her.
Okay,
whatever.
And
I'm open minded. I don't care.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not because I came off ignorant online, and I own that.
I don't think it's more of ignorance, more of you didn't know.
Like, I didn't know, but how the situation was, and then I actually learned about it, and it's like, you know what? There was an ACLU lawsuit.
Yeah,
that person sued. They won. And now they're able to put them in prison. But then again, this opens Pandora's box, and now look what's happening. And now it should go. The way that these were written in law wasn't, super thorough. And I feel like, honestly, the best way to prevent this from happening again is those options I have. I know it seems mad controversial what I said, and it probably is controversial, But at the same time, it's like that's I think one of the better solutions for them if they want to stay to avoid going to male prison. What's the other option? If they go back to male prison, what's going to happen?
I'll put like this.
They don't last
but
long.
Even in the male prison, they do believe they have a transgender sex. Some do. Not all.
Listen, if they don't want to vasect them, they could take certain drugs to make sure that never happens, bro. There's drugs that you could take
birth control.
That'll make sure you never rise to the occasion. I'll tell you that.
No.
I'll tell you that.
But then his thing, vasectomy are reversible, so it's not like it's an end all be all. They're all reversible.
I don't even want to. I don't even.
That's painful.
I don't even think I want to think about the details by reversing that.
But so either you take a pill.
I look.
Take the. So here's another option. So I'm gonna add another option then. All right.
Option? I don't make the laws.
Take the male birth control pill when it finally gets FDA certified.
Woo.
Get a vasectomy, or go full on transition.
Woo.
So stay in a female prison, or be in a separate unit with the rest of the people who refuse to do that.
I think they should segregate them.
And that's what I'm saying, segregation. Yeah,
we could do all that post-op stuff, but at the end of the day, the bones, the physique, all that stuff.
See, and that's where you go again. And you're going in a different direction now.
You're thinking biology, and I'm like, dude, me.
Bone density does change in a male to female transition. It does do that.
I am thinking about biology, but I can't dismiss it. I just can't.
Can't no.
See, I'm trying real hard to not, I
want to savor this one for the next pod.
Because next podcast we should talk.
If the person they do show up,
they do accept.
Yeah,
they'll accept, and they'll call over the phone.
All right,
we're gonna accept, and then we're gonna talk about this because honestly, this topic has to be speaked on by somebody who actually is of the community and is better equipped than.
And I don't want to sound like ignorant because I'm not. I just want to open-minded to learn.
Exactly.
For me personally, I feel that they shouldn't be housed in with them. They should be separated.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I'm thinking like, what if an outbreak happens and one of the inmates are fighting each other? You know what I'm saying? You get a man fighting a female, or what happened right now with someone getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Or other type of. Let's say they rape somebody.
It's a common thing in prison.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very. Whew.
It's a very, very sensitive,
very sensitive,
touchy subject.
Fighting and rapes in prison are common themes.
Yeah.
The pregnancy aspect is the curveball right now.
Yes.
So like overall, when we do revisit this next pod, and if your friend would like to talk and get in, so we could understand the overall scope of things and the general thinking of the community, I'm just gonna be a sponge and listen as much as I can, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man, we're gonna do that. Let's take a break and we'll come right back with a new segment we call the Unpopular Opinion.
Yes.
And the first person to be on the stand today is Walt.
Yep.
And then we'll get to the wise
guys.
I
can't wait for this subject.
Yep.
Peace. DJ Intense from On The Record Podcast with another Song of the Episode. Hailing from Brooklyn, New York, is Devon Terrell with his new single called Boys Don't Cry, from his album called Boys Don't Cry.
Okay. Stuck, and I don't want you to see me cry. You never hear this on the radio, 'cause when it's live, boys don't cry. Oh, now you got me in my feelings. I'm feeling like I wanna die, and it's all your fault. Oh, I hate you, I love you, I don't want my friends seeing me in this light. But I'm gonna shine this little light of mine, will blind you from what I'm really feeling inside. Stuck, yelling 'cause I don't want it on the radio, playing 'cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. You'll never see that side of me. I can't believe I'm confessing. I learned my lesson. Oh, every time that I look in the mirror, I tend to question myself. Don't change the fact that I'm just there, hurting you. I never knew you would leave. Now I'm going through the motions, begging to get back to you. I'm hurting more than you'll ever know. It will never show, but I'm gonna shine. This little light of mine will blind you from what I'm really feeling. playing, cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. You'll never see that side of me, of me. This time I was blind to what we've been through, and I don't wanna lose you emotional. We both know boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. You'll never see that side of me, of me, of me.
Now to here to close the show, we have I Am Walt with his unpopular opinion. So, guys, we're going to start a new segment, and one of us each week will have a chance to give our unpopular opinion. The rules goes as that person will have the floor to say what they want. We will be quiet for 3 minutes, and after that, we're going to interject. Okay?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my unpopular take is, and I felt this way for years now, is that I believe Pharrell Williams, member of the Neptunes and Nerd,
And the argument.
had a harder verse, a better overall flow on Drop It Like It's Hot with Snoop Dogg. I don't care who feels the way about that statement. I know what I heard. I know how it was executed. I care less if he made the beat. I'm just going based on the performance. Yes, that's my take.
You have 3 minutes, bro. You kill the time you want, or you cede your time.
Or you want to recite his verses?
No, I don't need to recite his verses. Y'all heard it.
I'm just saying.
And that's my time.
It's your time.
You were sitting his time then. All right.
It's his time. So you ready for our rebuttal, right?
Shoot.
Are you on drugs? Are you serious? Are you serious?
All right, now. Tomorrow may be a different day, though.
I think the lingering effects has affected your brain cells.
Oh, no.
And you're a genius.
Stay off the damn weed.
Stay off the weed, bro.
Like I said, I've felt this way for years.
Stay off the weed. Maybe been smoking for years. I don't know.
No. Well, I've been smoking multiple years. But it hasn't been for a decade.
It feels like it.
No, I felt this way for a while. Listen, I've told Lewis this already, too. Lewis has heard this. Isaiah's heard this take, too. I ain't shy about my unpopular takes.
Snoop.
I'm not.
Double G.
So, I don't care who it is.
Come on, bro.
I don't care who it is. And
why do you feel like that?
why do I feel like that?
Yes.
This is not out of hate or spite at Snoop. I love Snoop. As an artist, as a cultural icon, what he's done for the culture, the music, and the personality that he's brought to the table in pop culture and especially hip hop culture. I just feel that way because in my opinion, how Pharrell, pretty much got on that beat, the energy, it was cool, collected. It felt like he just wore that and like epitomized that rapper persona. And he's not a rapper. He's not a rapper. He's not really a singer. He's just a creative being. I just felt like, he executed better than Snoop. Now, he may say different, but that's just my opinion.
I'm gonna look up something because I want to make sure that I don't step on the line when I say this. Sadie, so you got anything to say this dude right here?
I don't acknowledge the dummies. So he can say what he wants to say. You can feel what he want to feel. But
you're right.
I don't follow. I'll bite into the noise. I don't feel into it.
Hey man, don't play the hype, man.
If he feels the way he feels, he's more than welcome to do it. But I'm not gonna argue with this guy because I know in my heart of hearts, Snoop Dogg was a better rapper, and I tried.
I'm not saying Snoop Dogg ain't the better rapper. I'm just saying he wasn't better that day.
Yeah, like Pharrell was like on some T.I. level or Eminem level out rapping Snoop Dogg. Yeah, you goddamn mind, boy.
He did. Some people have bad days at the office, No, Jay-Z's been hearing it for decades. So I'm just saying, you have bad days at the office, man.
Nah, I'm not gonna feed into it because right now
it happens.
You on that bitch, boy? Because I don't know how the hell you.
I'm not
trying to discredit Pharrell at all. Pharrell can spit.
It's sober takes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like.
But to outdo Snoop Dogg, a man who's been in the game for well over 20 years at the time of this.
That's irrelevant. You know, you're only as hot as your last song. You may be the most seasoned, most skilled rapper. It doesn't mean you can't be outdone or outshined on the record and stuff like that.
Yeah, like it's like Eminem on Renegade. It's not. No, cut it out.
Jay-Z is a more skilled, seasoned rapper, and Kanye arguably had a better verse on Run This Town. Some people say he stole the show on Music in Paris. So like, it don't matter. It really don't matter. You know, yes, I know and again, even if it's subjective, that Snoop's a better rapper than Pharrell. Yes, I know Hope's a better rapper than Ye, but people can be outdone. It happens. It makes you, it's okay, we're human. It's all right, you know? You don't have to agree with my take, but to suggest because someone is X amount of years in, it was not being outdone by someone, so it's not simply not true.
Bro, that's blasphemous, bro. Okay? Blasphemous.
Okay.
I saw what I said.
And me too. Like,
it was delusional.
Snoop
I said it.
Bar on that song. While Pharrell hit a home run, Snoop hit a grand slam, bro.
I mean, okay.
He held his own. I don't think that he got wrapped in circles.
Listen, I didn't say his verses was right. I just felt that Pharrell's verse was harder. That's all I said. I felt he had a better overall performance.
It's his beat. What do you expect?
So that's irrelevant, though. It really is irrelevant, to be honest with you. Like, come on.
If he's the guy who made the song, I bet I got this verse for the song, and people remember more of the chorus and the hook than some of the verses.
Kanye made Diamonds Forever. What happened when he got on the remix with Hov?
They both bodied it.
Kanye made Diamonds Forever remix. What happened when he got on the remix with Hov?
They both bodied it.
Oh, okay. So Hov didn't body the song, right?
I said they both bodied it. I said.
And then Big Brother came on and Kanye said, "Yeah, on that Diamonds remix, I swore I spazzed." Then Big Brother came through and kicked my ass.
It happens.
Oh, it happens.
But
he made the beat though. Like, you see what I'm
this
talking
one,
about?
Not this one.
You see what I'm talking about?
You're pulling a nicety into it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, what does having to make the beat have? Yes, he made the beat. You know, yes, he has enough time to catch the pocket, but it doesn't mean that he can't catch the pocket. Somebody else coming through that day and.
I like you.
Pride is the devil. It don't mean Little Baby did possibly had the hardest verse on that song.
No, they both snap.
See.
Pride is the devil. They both snap.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, people be selective.
It's verbal assault.
People be selective about like they both did good. Sometimes it's okay to be like, okay, I just felt Dude went harder on this track than everybody else. It's okay to feel that way. You know, I could acknowledge on Life's a B that Nas had an incredible verse, and so did AZ. But I'll still say AZ had the better of that record. But some people are like, oh no, they both think it. You know,
I get it.
Sometimes if you genuinely feel that way, I accept it.
This hot take of yours does not apply.
I mean, okay.
Personally for me.
Okay.
It doesn't move.
I'm just saying I was disproving some of your rebuttals, like the whole he made the beat. Yeah, we see people make the beats all the time, and still someone comes through and says, "Okay, good day at the office," and then we punch out. It happens.
I don't think so.
And this is why this is an unpopular take.
Yeah. I don't think so. He said just looks like he wants to say STFU.
Nah, I'm gonna say we don't argue with fools. Like your man Chase, he would say we don't argue with fools, right?
Yeah, you're right.
You're a fool.
He does say that, man.
Yeah.
It's a good thing rap's subjective. We can't factually prove this.
True. Unless you have numbers.
I'm trying real hard.
Billboard list to come.
I'm trying real hard.
What is Billboard gonna do other than say whether this record was platinum, how many countries it played in? We can't factually prove who got the better.
So you know what?
We can just have
let's bring it to our fans then.
We can just have differences of opinion.
We'll send it to our fans.
So who had a better verse?
You know,
Snoop or Pharrell? Let us know. Hit us up in our email. Our email is what? We have an email.
Any one of us.
Any one of us reminds us. KRS Tech 50. No, actually, reaches Tech 55 @gmail.com.
But just inbox us on social media.
Yeah. Right up our socials.
I'm putting it as a poll.
Go right ahead.
By all means.
And I'm gonna have your video. I'm gonna have your audio behind that poll.
Go right ahead.
And whatever happens, we're gonna clown the shout you if you voted against, because we will clown
that
the
poll better be 100%. Anything different, it just proves my point. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever you say, man.
Yeah.
You're like a Republican right now. Or,
I'm not at all. I just said these are subjective. You can't factually prove this. You mentioned the poll. So if it doesn't say 100%, my point has been proven. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Let's get to the wise guys.
Get this through your head. Wise guy. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. Without me, you personally, every wise guy still around, I'll take a piece of your wise guy. West. You're boring. Don't ever go over my head again.
So, what is a relationship deal breaker for you?
You first, Mr. Intelligence.
What is a deal breaker for
I'm
me?
Walt. Go ahead.
You know, if I'm just thinking about bigger picture versus my personal versus other criterias that, you know, shall remain, off this podcast. I will say, oh yeah, I'd say a deal breaker for me is
no necking.
Let's see. I'd say a deal breaker for me is
I'm gonna be real vulgar right now, but I'm gonna stop.
Is entitlement. Like a woman who thinks I'm just gonna, be her sponsor throughout, this relationship, and it's just a one-way street. Like you're gonna work, you're gonna get your own, and you're gonna appreciate me, and I'm gonna appreciate the things that you do for me as well. I'm not gonna just be like this, this universal ATM or anything like that.
So basically, she gotta have her own.
She gotta have her own.
Help us. It's us thing, not a me thing.
Yes.
Okay. There are some women that feel differently.
Yeah, I care less for those women.
And they will say that the man has to provide. What do you say to them when they say that?
I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but
I won't.
I'll say they could kick rocks and, hopefully they look up on their sugar daddy.
Or court in Florida, a woman was mad because she wanted to be on jury duty, and she wanted to be on jury duty because of like to go away from her sugar daddy. She's married.
Really?
Yes. Just to the judge, I won't be with my sugar daddy. My sugar daddy. I'm like, wait, you're saying on to a judge, you want to be on jury duty because you have a sugar daddy. She's married with sugar daddy.
Here's my thing.
Man, look, man.
Here's my thing. I plan on
to each his own.
I plan on having kids one day.
Hilarious.
And and if I'm blessed enough to have a daughter, I don't want her believing in that mentality or believing that's just the reality or the norm of life. Because if my thing is, if I have a daughter and she go on to subscribe to that, I failed as a father.
Facts.
And stuff like that. So like adopting this mentality of you thinking like a man's just supposed to take care of you based up because of your woman, because of your sexuality, because you're a woman, and stuff like that is wrong. I don't want her to get to the point. I want her to be all she can be, and also have a family of her own, and be happy and feel fulfilled career wise and in her personal life. But this mentality that a guy's just gonna take care of you the rest of your days and stuff like that. Nah, because at the end of the day, things happen. We outgrow people. Times can change us. Experiences could change us and just disrupt the whole dynamic of a relationship. So my thing is like, my thing is like, the minute a woman decides to be like, oh, he got me the rest of the way, and every time there's a conversation, it's me, handing out money. You're just another dependent,
So they become a liability
and stuff like that. Just how women look at men where they have kids with them and they don't bring nothing to the table. Be like, I'm just raising another child. It's no different when you reverse the same situation. So like, what am I doing?
You're right.
It's a joke.
You're right. Said he said. What is a relationship deal breaker for you?
I'll be honest with all the chaos and insanity that's going on in the world. I'm not trying to go to war at home. That's why I was going on with war in the world. And I'm gonna say like this: if you can't be my peace at home, then it's not gonna work out. Like me honestly, I haven't been in a relationship in a while, but I have something that I cherish more than anything now is my peace and tranquility at home. I really enjoy my time of not dealing with this, not dealing with anything that's gonna cause any anger, any stress, any of that stuff at home. It's like that fortress of solitude mentality I have from like Superman comics. It actually is a true thing, because if you get so accustomed to being on your own, it feels like a luxurious item in a way in which you want to live without it. Like, it's just actually, I think being in a position of have peace and tranquility at home is paramount, and it's also something that's not, actually across the board with everybody living right now in this country, especially in my demographic, the millennial demographic, our demographic actually, because we're stressing the hell out. Look, we're in an era of, we're dealing with the most disaster level, extinction level events than any other age group in American history. We can't afford college. We can't afford medical bills. We can't afford cars, used or new. We can't afford homes. We can't afford food. We can't afford gas. We can't afford even to take time off vacation, to go to vacation or work, because we need the money. And I feel like this mentality, people say capitalism is the greatest thing in the world, but I feel like honestly it's not, because if that's the case, why is the system built as you running you into the ground faster than anything? It's have you be able to have a long,
especially in this
fruitful
country,
life. I mean, but that's another conversation for another day. And dealing with all that shit on a regular basis, it's like, if I want to go home and there was somebody who's yell at me, belittle me, degrade me, I don't want that. No man wants that in general. Like, I'm not on some feed me, shut mentality. I feel like, listen, if you can't be my peace at home, then I can't deal with you. Period. That's a deal breaker for me.
Honestly, Sadie, I could not agree with you more.
Me neither.
There are days, even though I live my folks and my sister, there are days, when even sometimes when they're out and about and I'm in my room and I'm just by myself, not lonely, but enjoying my peace, I say to myself, like, if I'm ever in a situation, like once I'm on my own and I have a lady who I care dearly and there's nothing but fights and stuff like that, I'm the type of dude who gets to a point where, like, there'll be no screaming. I calmly say, like, you could just get out, to be honest with you.
Open the door.
And how bad it not, you can just let yourself out.
I'm gonna leave the door.
I won't even be that chivalrous. You could open the door yourself and just keep it pushing, to be honest with you.
Thanks for reminding me, because there's a story I've seen online about a woman who said she was going to Las Vegas. If she made an ultimatum to her man, if she doesn't propose to her, she's going to Vegas. And he was like, well, goodbye.
Whatever happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas.
It was an actual IG story?
Yeah, it was a clip.
It was a clip.
That has been circulating around recently.
She told the man that if she
gave him like a 3-month ultimatum. If you don't propose to me and get married, I'm going to Vegas.
How long were they dating?
For about 3 years plus, I think, at the time.
I mean, we got to do what you got to do, Queen.
Bye. I'll help you pack, and I hope the best works for you.
I guess the ring was her
ultimatum.
You want me to drive you there?
Or was it that she wanted them to be together?
Nah, it's just like, you know what it is?
Because
here's the thing, right?
Women have a very different perspective on, like, every female wants to get married.
Of course.
And they want to be the one.
Of course.
So in her, I can see. Did they have kids?
That part she didn't say in the video.
I don't think she mentioned that. But what I will say is, at the end of the day, just understand these ultimatums. Understand the position you take the minute you do them, and think about it. Think about it long. Think about it hard. Because, like, my thing is, like, you cannot only factor in what you want, but you got to factor in who you're dealing with and how they're wired. And there's some guys that be like, yo, you gotta do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, I know where I stand as far as this goes. Granted, time could go down the road, and she could have made a mistake with that, and he could have made a mistake by not, by not, I guess, giving in to her ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, though, it's like, first off, in my opinion, I don't ever think 3 years is enough. Some people try to get married after knowing a year of each other. I think, there's an amount of time you should know someone and possibly live with them. Even if that time could be 6 years to a decade. You getting to know them, you live with them, that sounds about reasonable. But, this sense of urgency or this applied pressure on men about this marriage, marriage really doesn't favor the bold. It really doesn't. The politics of it is different. But again, some people, I understand you. Women want to be married. They want to seal the deal. They want security. They want all this other stuff. But again, understand who you're dealing with once you think out loud and make this ultimatum.
You thought you could play the way you want to play out. Guess what happened? Egg backfire on your ass.
And he said he'll help her pack.
One time the person said, well, you know what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
Cold-blooded.
Hey, man,
everything.
Hey, man, listen. Just beware, dudes will appreciate their peace and tranquility over everything.
Facts. Every day.
It reminds me of that Chris Rock skit. Either together, married and together.
Married and miserable or single and lonely.
Or single and lonely.
Ain't no happiness here.
Either way.
Yep.
I'll take the latter.
Honestly, single and lonely, I've been happy. It's called PlayStation. It's called my books. It's called my music.
Occupy your time.
I get my other job.
Eventually, sometimes you
go to the gym.
Listen, if you're single and lonely and the bills are paid, trust me, it could be worse.
But everybody wants companionship, so
absolutely,
you can only be single and lonely for such a long time.
Everybody wants companionship, but I'm not gonna have my hands tied in a 20-year situation of being miserable. I'd rather cut you loose versus bitterness and and regrets. I'll cut you loose early too.
All right. For me, my deal breaker for relationship was what's the word they call it? I didn't want. What's the opposite of confident? I forgot the word they call it.
Insecure?
Yes. I hate an insecure woman.
Got you.
An insecure woman, to me, that's one thing. It's a deal breaker for me. I need my woman to be secure about herself, secure about her ish, secure about me. Even if I may make her upset or have past discrepancies about it, but as long as that she's secure within herself, that to me is like a plus. Cause I don't know if you guys ever dealt with an insecure woman, bro. It sucks.
I haven't.
Dealing with an insecure woman, bro, is the worst thing you could do because nothing is good for you for them. Nothing. And especially if you have a lot of friends as a male and you're dealing with an insecure woman. Oof. Oh my God. Whoa. But I had to deal with one. She thought every girl I was talking to, I smashed.
Jesus.
Oh, look at how they look in your face, but they're batting their eyes. I DJ'd their party. I DJ'd their wedding. How else are they gonna look into me?
Exactly. You're insecure. That's your insecurity right there.
Honestly,
I didn't go around humping nobody. I'm thankful for you. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
If I'm texting one of my friends and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I'm texting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, why they keep that? Because I've been friends with them for over a decade. If I wanted that, I would have gotten it.
I'm saying I wouldn't be with you.
I wouldn't be with you. Are you dumb?
It's just
seems that way because she played herself out of a relationship, I'm guessing. Am I right? There you go.
There's just so many layers and nuances to it. I think the worst part about
now, if you're a guy and you make her insecure, then yeah, you have to go handle that. But if they just come out of nowhere insecurities, It's never good, bro.
But my thing is like, my thing about that is, you could be entering a situation where there's baggage in the new situation, and then you could be the cause of that situation that brings you down a rabbit hole of bad relationships. Down the line in her future and stuff like that. My whole thing is, if address the self-awareness, like if you're one of these girls who have these things and you voice it out and there's no change of behavior, and that's the worst part about it. The behavior hasn't changed, but there's clear acknowledgement. Then eventually you're gonna find yourself in a situation where like you guys are just gonna keep on walking away every time, or you just might find someone that's just gonna use you and really exploit your insecurities.
Bro, and I tell a lot of my friends, if I see a female and they I'm talking to them and I feel that love of that right there, bro,
just get turned off and just walk away.
I'm like, yo, dude, walk away, bro. Nothing you can do to make her happy.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
Nothing.
Yeah. Because again, this is not a. I shouldn't be the person to hold up the mirror to you. You should respect and appreciate what you see.
Also, I shouldn't be the person that has to make you happy. No, you have to make yourself happy.
Facts.
Because if I'm not around, then you're gonna be unhappy.
The point of the relationship is to bring together stability, mutual understanding, companionship, empathy and sympathy as well. It shouldn't be like I shouldn't be there to uplift things that involve your inner being.
Yeah.
That's not how this works.
No, it don't work like that, man. So I've always said like an insecure woman is not my thing. And I've come across, I had some girls who were bad as hell. Beautiful dime pieces, man. Like Ashanti-worthy sexy.
I believe it.
And
bro.
then after I talk to them for a little bit, and I feel that insecure bubble.
Yep.
Or I feel like when you do a deep conversation with them.
Yeah.
And I feel that vibe. Nah, I don't want to be bothered. I'm good. I'm good. Cause I done that one time before. I said never again. Never again. That's our time, you guys.
Yep.
Give me your handle, bro.
I am _WAL 4 T's at the end. That's my IG handle, and then my Twitter handle is Noir Kaiser 45. Yep, we out here, just doing the runs as usual.
Said, give him your handle, bro.
All right, first things first. My Twitter is at Ceddy Rudy, CEDDYROONEY. On my Instagram, my private page is Ceddy55, and my public page is Ceddy Rudy's POV. And World According to Ceddy Rudy on fan base.
And I am the host with the most, DJ Intense. You can follow the podcast page at On The Record, place to see with a K. Follow our podcast at On The Record as well. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. If you got any questions, hit any of one of us up. Man, I'm just stumbling my words. It's been a long Ramadan, bro.
Yeah,
Ramadan's been killing me back there.
Yeah, but you chose this, man.
I know, but I like it, but just like sometimes I have these moments like I just can't. You know what I mean? But it feels good. Anyways, hit any one of us up, and we will likely respond to you. Hit me up at DJ INTENCE. That's DJ Intense on all social media platforms except TikTok, because you got to put a dot in between the DJ and the Intense part. And we're out. And yeah, peace.
Deuces.
Oh, shout out to Jim Jones for the last song of the episode for We Set the Trends remix. Shout out to El Nice and DJ
This
Shot.
the remix.
Peace.
And it's $3 million on the wrist. Real life. another one.
You know we inspired you.
We set trends. We set for life. We the biggest.
I'm a dip setter. I got the heat with me. I got a temp setter. I got a sun setter. Yeah, that's the butt rider. This shit that breeze to me. I watched the wind settle. I took a mood setter. Then I felt two settle. I took a resetter. Now I feel two better. These niggas knew better. These niggas know better. After the fume settle. After the smoke settle. I'm still a go-getter. Cause I'm a goal setter. I like her throat wetter. She say my drip wetter. Hold up and get better. I left her with her. That bitch in bed with her. I had to swim setter. Bitch, I'm a jet setter. Fly with no wind pressure. Bitch, I'm a scene setter. I got this strap on the AK. I swing set 'em. I'm a sight setter. I was fly before you had a flight set up. I'm trending. We set the trend. Got it out the mud. We had to cleanse. Going at their head. We at their brims. Acting like bitches. Leave that to them. Who got it vibrant? Harder than iron. I been a dog. You been a hydrant. I raised these niggas. I give 'em my flowers. Daisies and don't you?
We set the trends. Bringing it in. I'ma have to call my account to make sure the came in. It's just me and my gang. Wanna do friends. What he say, he want smoke? We gon' spin. We gon' spin again.
I know how to get it. The Maybach is kidding. My drip is exquisite. My style is prolific. My gun come with switches. I stand on the business as God is my witness. You say you want smoke and I'm granting your wishes. Oh, that shit, what she think I'm delicious. Show me what they doing. I show you I did it. Show them how to do it. They hate to admit it. Don't show me that cause I already hit it. Don't show me a million. I already spent it. They know how I'm coming. They know that I'm with it. All of that cap and get one in your fitted. It's been a while. Been away for a minute. Back for his mind. I don't take what I'm giving. Gave him a head start. Now I'm shaving the distance. Need minds with interest to be more specific. They know the drill. We set the trends. We don't just ball. We bend the rim. 10 toes tall. We stand to win. They are not us. We are not them. We been doing this. Where do I begin? Where do I start? Where do I end? When they come to work, they just pretend. We put it in like we in the gym. Don't walk up the street cause you might lose a limb. Blood on my Timbs. So what, you can swim. So what? This water's reserved for sharks. Remember I told you before you jump in.
We set the trends. Bringing it in. I'ma have to call my account to make sure the came in.
First I showed him how to bang, then I showed him how to ball. First nigga that was rocking that Supreme. I'm back in my bag, all the smiles on my body, and I'm thinking about copping a machine. Got a chop in my jeans. Used to sell rocks to the fiends. I just bought a drop off of streams. He's pumping on the block, now we chartering shit. I be jumping off the yacht with my team. Got a clap with a beam. Everybody know we the trendiest. Swatch on my wrist, caught the Emmett shit. Last deal I got, caught the Emmett shit. Niggas wanna start, we gon' end this shit. Still in the meeting, you think I was Cali. Validation, my nigga, I'm valid. Zumping it stuck and we keeping it sturdy. Keep it a bucky that he got the 30. Can mention New York, you don't mention the set. Beef in your state, we gon' spin in the jet. All of this water, you can swim in my chest. Actual, they say gym is a mess. We gon' keep spinning like a bottle top. Brand new thing, ain't got a top. Keep playing till body drop. We gon' make it hot on the hottest block.
We set the trends. Bringing it in. I'ma have to call my account to make sure the came in. It's just me and my gang. Wanna do friends. What he say, he want smoke? We gon' spin.